Welcome to, and I've forgotten the session number again,
Nine.
session 9 of Spelljammer. Who has some?
Yeah. Reading's personal log, 1496 DR, 29th day of Kythorn. The sting around my finger feels weird again. I thought I'd gotten used to it after all this time, but it still pulls in an odd way sometimes. Today we found ourselves grappling with an infuriating machine. It's more a disembodied voice than a person, but I've never wanted to strangle something more than I have at moments with this thing. We ask some questions about our own future, redacted. We ask about anything that might be helpful, classified. It's an infuriating contraption, to say the least. As we sat through trying to make sense of the thing, Vaxus wandered off. I took my eyes off him for a moment, and Ido was being weird. We did learn one thing, though. There is this thing called the Krella entity. Supposedly it's there to help us, and I think I might have run into it once? Maybe. I'm not sure. What did it do? Oops. I moved the thing. There's a lot of this. I lost my place. Now I can't get back to it.
I mean, haven't we really all lost our place and you can't get back to it?
Found it. In an attempt to make
That easy.
it was, yeah.
No!
Get good, bro.
Fucking skill issue. I was speaking in character. That was like you're attacking the person.
You're not supposed to shoot through the duplex. That's rude. In an attempt to manage the situation and keep Vexus from breaking things, Jex and I split up. Offering to help where needed the most, I went after Vexus while Jex stayed with Ido. I went looking through the station, and after breached and transforming into Vexus to get into his headspace, I realized he might be on the ship, which is where I stumbled upon Probe 39 sitting on the deck. Its eyes followed me as I tried my best to ignore the damn thing. As long as it actually actively wasn't trying to kill me, it was a later problem. For now. Vaxus, meanwhile, had ransacked the kitchen and found the box containing the booze, mixing red, white, and whatever cooking alcohol he could find. I eventually found him in his hamster wheel, lost in a pit of despair. He believed himself to be a slave to destiny, bound to its whims, drowning in self-pity for his inability to draw the sword, but that there wasn't any point to any of this, and why did his family need... It was a whole thing. Eventually, though, he succumbed to slumber within his wheel, and I left him there. And I went back to the others. Just as I was opening the door to tell everyone about what had happened about the probe, Ido exploded into the wall. Jax cushioned him, but it still was a lot of electricity to go through all that bits. Of course, this sent him into a manic frenzy. In an effort to calm him, Jax attempted to sing him a magical lullaby, but it backfired and he fell asleep. And I'd only been gone for 5 minutes. I returned to the ship with Jax and Ido, and when we got there, Ido was crawling all over Probe Line 39 in a peculiar manner and suggesting bizarre notions, which I chose not to entertain. Jax, on the other hand, had stumbled upon the ship's kitchen, and it seemed to displease him greatly. I worry for Vaxus' safety. It became apparent that Probe 39 might be connected to an ogre meant to harm Vaxus, a problem that we would need to address later, but not at this moment. The entity, apparently, is currently searching for System Prime, or what it calls System Prime, and it's lost within our universe. Although it does not think so. As we uncover more about the Chronophor's objectives, I think I'm starting to pity the thing rather than want to go all smashy on it. Trying to make heads or tails of all the information that we've managed to pull from it is tiring. Apparently, we're in some kind of closed time loop. Station 1 exists before the loop, and they use it to receive information from the end of the loop. Our earlier iterations were catalysts for the current time loop, or the original time loop. And the wave is an uncontrollable phenomenon beyond our current influence. Part of the reason the entity is using us, though, is that they cannot use the Spelljammer. Something about the voice not really being alive or a creature. Details about the inhabitants of System 1 are redacted, implying that this knowledge could significantly influence our decisions regarding them. There's a lot of information, so I'm just kind of going through it at this point. And failure to avert the wave and trigger it in System 1 would lead to an annihilation of System 2, where we are. Etheric radiation, while unpredictable, affects Vax's sword in the second iteration, rendering it impossible for him to draw the blade from the stone. He was never able to do it past the original instance. And some systems have already fallen victim to whatever force unleashes the wave. We're left with lots of little lingering questions. Can we correct the very wave we inadvertently set in motion? And right now, though, our journey continues as we make our way to Cathar. We do have a job to do.
Good job, sir.
The combat light episodes are very wordy.
Yeah.
Well, you've got lots of answers.
And about an exponential amount more questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that is all behind you now because you have set foot on Bafar.
It's the big spire place, isn't it?
Yes, I'll re-show you the picture from
Yeah, impossible looking architecture, which really fits for beholders.
Have we long rested at this point?
No, it was only a few hours away.
Yeah, it's only a few hours away.
So short rest.
Yeah.
I'd have a short rest.
But I don't think you did... Because you, in theory, had a long rest on the ship. So,
Vax has had a long rest whilst you were all querying the computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we are.
Tight. Do we know where upon this spiky old disc we're going? This meteor, comet, kabob, what's it?
I only know that we're not supposed to land this thing in water. Although it's a disk of water, so assumingly we will not sink.
Curious.
Is it a disc of water?
So I will...
That's water all at the bottom then, right?
Yeah. But does it have any depth that the artist isn't showing there?
Is it more like, or is it like
Cathar is a watery disc thousands of miles wide with a towering mountain called the Spindle at its centre. Effectively, you have one mountain island, and it goes 200 miles across and tapers to 1,000 miles above its peak above sea level.
Can we see any big craters?
So the other thing I want to mention is you are effectively at the edge of the system. So the sunlight is actually quite faint at this point. So it's not night, but effectively dim light throughout.
Mm-hmm.
The distant sun provides little warmth from illumination.
Yeah.
In the book, you would have had some Tarto would have been here. So Sarth would be here, but given that they're not, you get when you set off from Toril, you would have getting a rough location where to land on one of the side shores of the.
And do we
Not
need
bearing then.
specialist clothing and gear and stuff if it's particularly cold or?
Nope.
Is it okay? Cool.
the ship provides a bubble, and we've got the bag to bring the meteor on.
It was more if we stepped foot, would we only have a couple of hours on the?
Oh,
the
like
bubbles?
toxic environments that would kill us
The
instantly.
water is incredibly shallow.
It was more the temperature.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, if
Not
it's
a
liquid
concern.
water, it's going to be between.
We're assuming it's water.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they say watery disc.
It's blue liquid, could be acid.
Could be jacks.
Rocky ground worn smooth by eons of gentle waves
That's a
extend
big
500 feet from the water's edge to the
What if
spindle's
it's
sheer
one big
peaks.
jacks? Let's fight it.
We can do.
So, assuming you set down roughly where...
Yeah.
Who's piloting right now, by the way? Not you.
No, probably not me.
Hang on a minute, I apologise profusely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who
yes.
would like a little help?
think it's
to-
my turn.
Ooh.
I believe this is the closing off this next loop.
Yeah.
I think I was second and Brad was most recent. So one of you guys?
It's.
Oh,
You had the first pick of this lot, yeah.
Yeah, I chose to release the sword. Remember, that was my second one.
Oh yeah.
I've got the ring.
I think they're for you.
Yeah, yeah. Sword, ring, portent die.
Yes.
Ooh. I mean, it's gonna be the top one. Professor X is shit.
Fair enough. So, please describe to the group what your item is and how in your history you acquired it.
Well, of course, it was back in the old university days. I was hanging out with the engineering students at the bottom of the old university, one of those dingy underground places. We actually had a gnome professor at the time, rather talented chap. He came from your neck of the woods, Toriel. Yes, he was doing a lot of stuff with anti-gravity technologies, and well, we were working on the chair one day, just after a physiotherapy session, ran into him in the hallway, and he said, "Well, could make it float." Yeah, that sounds charming. Yes, let's. Winged boots.
That work on you too.
Roll me a wisdom save, please. 15 need to be.
If you're in
15
0
needs
G,
to be.
does it still count as floating?
It gives me a fly speed equal to my move.
Sorry, I meant that in character.
Oh,
Would you consider it
9.
floating?
well,
21.
Self-propelled.
Okay.
The most recent one? The one that's on the ship?
The ones that. Oh, yes, yeah, that.
39.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, specifically,
Okay.
these aren't winged boots in character.
They're like
They
modules
are,
or
they-
nodules or something.
Yeah, something that I think they're probably more likely to be affixed to the chair than to Ido.
I'm imagining like wheel caps.
Hubcaps or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. Or like the whole wheel just turns like from that sideways
Oh.
and begins spinning.
But there's like a
Back to the Future
physical
style.
object.
yeah.
Nice.
So I look at. No, that's not true. You pulled them from the probe like 10 minutes ago. I watched you do it.
No, I don't think so. They were Professor Dackety.
No,
No?
no.
I assume I didn't see him pull it from the probe. Do we see the? Is the probe still here though?
Yeah, it's still stuck.
So I go up
Okay.
Probe.
39, the one that's on the ship.
That
with-
one?
That one, yes.
But I've been getting around on this thing for, well, yonks.
Do I have recollection of him using it? I don't, like, it's now and forward. And I go, no.
Mhm.
Do I recall having flown around previously? But I know how to fly. I've got a pilot's license. Look, he goes and brings out the pilot's license.
Is it?
What does it actually, to me, what does that look like? Or did they like
feel
come
free
in?
to override that bit if you so choose? Has it like rewritten the whole of reality to account for it?
No. It's your memories.
Yeah, perception.
Oh, oh gosh, I was left it at the academy.
You didn't. It's like the thing with Jex's shoes. The same thing again. You pulled them from the probe. You don't remember it, and something about me or.
Is this that thing going nudgy and a point back in the direction of the a trillion miles that way or whatever? Is that nudging us?
It could be.
Are you
Right.
saying that we're pulling from the same probe every time?
No, I'm saying you pulling. So he pulled from probe 39. You pulled from the one in the.
So something that me having these will do prevents the event 39 was designed to prevent.
Possibly.
Did we ever find out what that probe was going to prevent?
This 39? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was in your
you-
recap.
It was, but
No,
I don't know.
I'm saying that in
Vaxis
character.
wasn't there. And
Vaxis was
Rune
unconscious.
looks and goes, it's not a problem. You need to
Here, have
concern
a
yourself.
smoothie.
Concern yourself with this at the moment, anyways. If it comes up, I'll tell you.
I'm sorry, Vax. I couldn't quite hear you.
That is a
Here.
32 on a medicine check to try and deal with his hangover.
Sure.
Can I interject?
For a 32, that tastes good.
Can I interject and replace the smoothie with just raw eggs?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Raw eggs. That's so rude.
This
Now-
perception.
Now,
I'm going to
Which is a
take
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd also happily give him advantage
No.
at the same time.
No, you've rolled a 5, and I don't. I don't care that that's a burn of the portent.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, incredible!
Wow.
I mean, yeah, I would have actually gotten a 17 with disadvantage had you not used the
I
portent.
could make you one too, Jack.
Instead, I've got 7.
I've rolled a 13, so I'm now drinking the smoothie you've prepared, and you're drinking the raw eggs.
What? Protein? Yes. No.
I'm sipping it, staring.
I had no idea you were a medical being, but no, fair enough. Well, I'm always happy to take a consultation from a what's Joe's brain farted on the word? What do you call a
Colleague?
Yeah.
colleague? Thank you. From a colleague, yes.
Yes, I hear they're good for your guns.
So I rolled a 15 on my perception. I see this and go, no, he needs the revenge,
would've been
otherwise
15.
he's just going to be horribly.
By the way, you feel amazing.
When
So you have a point of exhaustion into your next long rest.
oh,
I had a long. Oh no, I was blind drunk for that.
Okay.
when
I've definitely been drunk enough that I did not get a long rest when I slept. So yeah.
So when I saw him pull the thing from the probe, did he pull them from the probe, install them, click them in, and then just blank the whole, or did they like come out of the probe and attach themselves? Like, what's the mechanism there?
The probe has arms and manipulators.
Oh, so it goes. So, did he walk over there willingly,
Yes.
and then it just goes click, 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 and then he just like zombie
floats
walks
away.
away? There was an incident that I didn't feel I should mention because it was very strange, and you were acting very odd the whole time. You walked over to the probe, and
Yeah.
kind of in a weird state. The probe put some arms out and did some gibbering on your chair, and then you had your little puppy cap things.
Not sure I appreciate people monkeying with my chair.
When
That was the Algernon, sorry.
Jex had shoes put on him, and I imagine that I've just not noticed whatever happened to Vexus a few times.
What about you? Anything you've got that,
Nothing I can remember. If it's messing with our memories, it's very difficult for me to figure out what is in its heel. I would be suspect of any magical items, I would guess.
Can I cast Identify on myself?
On yourself?
Yeah, and see if there is a spell effect affecting me.
Sure.
Yeah. I don't think I've pulled anything from any probes.
What magical items do you have? Besides the sword, obviously.
The sword and my magical back tattoo. Which, as far as I'm aware, I've had it forever.
I'm really glad I didn't pass whatever check required for that
Just
one because that'd
fucking-
been horrible. Like, what's he doing?
Do you know how long a back tattoo takes?
This is taking hours just watching him, just being like, just.
Not with the immortal lasers, it's like laser printing the thing.
That's a good point. Good point.
Fucking dot matrix printer.
Jeez.
Oh no. Specifically, what I'm looking for is like modify memory or something. Is that on there, or is it like an effect even beyond that?
It's beyond that.
Okay, cool, interesting. Oh well.
It doesn't, like, they don't seem to want to harm us at least, but it is very strange that they have this kind of control over us for a very brief period of time. Perhaps because they know where we're going to be.
Do you reckon the next iteration of me will have these anyway?
I don't think so. I think the probes need to be in place because it's only Station 1 that exists. And I think they don't get them until later.
Unless after the first iteration they always give them to you. Or to whoever places you.
This is probe 13. We'd have to ask the age of the probes. Or this particular probe.
Do these probes pull from different time loops, the items?
Possibly.
That looks fairly custom. I mean,
We never sort of discussed who was actually sailing, like who was at the spell jam.
Oh, yeah.
I believe it was you who piloted it to the space station.
Yes.
So unless someone else is sort of reattuned,
Yeah. Or I can.
because you're only there for a couple of hours
I
at a
can
time.
continue flying.
I think
that's fine.
Ido will bring out like a hollow horn. It looks like a sort of weird crystalline goat horn. It's clearly organic. And there's a little dial on the side. No, I'm way over the limit. It just measures psionic energy or something.
That's very.
No, that's gonna have to be you, muchacho.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll keep flying.
Just want to say for the record, this Ido is fucking awful and I love him.
Just if we find any, if there's no way for us to tell if we get new magical items because by the design we won't know they're new.
On the other hand, we do get cool shit.
We do.
I mean, I love flying. It's one of my favourite things. I've been doing it for years, except I haven't.
You've been doing it for all of 20 minutes.
I'm actually feeling a little bit disappointed that I never got anything.
I'm.
You want to go on the rocket jet?
I'm half certain you
I
have.
shouldn't. No, I think probably way over the limit.
Yeah. Well, I can remote control it from here. I know I'm over the limit.
I don't.
Later.
Later we'll. All right. Can we? Let's carry on down to the.
Yeah, let's actually do
This is
the
an
session.
Picture
This
Francis
is-
using the wheelchair
this
as a
is-
surfboard.
This is an existential crisis kind of thing, and we
It does
don't
fold
need this
back.
right now.
Can I begin a diary at the start of each day where I list what I'm
Sure.
putting
Oh,
on?
that's a really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you mention that idea to anyone else?
Yes.
I will start doing
Yes,
the
I
same
will
thing.
suggest. Yeah.
Vaxis gets a pad of paper to do the same thing, and there's like. Dan just puts it away.
You okay there, pal?
Like, yeah, I was going to do the same thing, then I realised I actually have anything to put on.
Your back tattoo is not magical, is not?
Well, yeah, but I've had that forever.
Oh! But that'd be really fucked up.
Yes, but he's also had the sword forever as well, and that.
Did it ever suddenly start hurting?
No.
Like,
Well, I mean, in the
When you
last
go-
12 hours it did.
Oh shit.
was that when you got it in?
No.
Yeah.
No, my liver started hurting after all the alcohol.
Well, that's a different problem.
The
Your
back,
back.
like, you got obviously it hurt when you got it. Has it ever suddenly hurt after that?
Oh.
That's
But it could be that. It could be something else as well. Jax's shoes, I don't know. I've only seen it twice. The shoes and...
so it could have been.
It could have been those two things, or it could have been a whole bunch of other things. We've only run into 3 probes? 4? 3 or 4, I think. But we've run into other things as well. And there is the entity, the...
Krella.
Krella entity, yes.
Krella.
That's...
Krella. Krella. You said,
But-
but it stops being a word, doesn't it?
It does.
Should we go and do the
Yeah,
thing?
yes, let's go and investigate whatever we're supposed to do. Who's got the bag?
Bag of holding.
Yes, the one.
You.
Alright.
Hang on, did we get another bag of holding?
We got a special bag.
A
hold.
bag, special bag of holding specifically. for
Specifically
you.
this. Oh, then I definitely
Oh.
don't have it because I store all my stuff in my bag of holding.
Alright.
Vaxis might have it because he does the heavy lifting.
Alright.
But at the same time, he also takes his clothes off regularly for,
Yeah.
for fighting.
If it's magical, it doesn't. The bag of holding
It
doesn't.
doesn't weigh anything, so
Yeah,
honestly,
so,
we.
yeah.
so I can kind of just float above.
Float gently into
Is
jet.
there, there's like just like a thing right there. So, oh, I see it there.
Do you mind if I? There you go.
Thank you. Why is this more of
Although-
like want to make sure we've had it before we
Yeah.
went?
Oh.
No,
Oh, okay
it,
then.
it would be close because I can't have it, I can't have it inside me and open, otherwise I will fall in.
You're gradually draining.
Running inside out.
Shorter and
You didn't
shorter.
pull the drawstrings. You didn't pull the drawstrings.
It's hilarious. Oh no.
Jax, catch!
That's a killer plasma.
Terrible.
Throw bags of holding inside of them.
Half an
Anyways.
hour in, and we're
So,
about to land on the planet.
Yeah, we land on that. So we land on the planet.
Do you all get off and you staying on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
Don't be
Do we see
stupid.
anything around?
Actually screwed.
Perception check, guys.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not great.
Oh, I'm loving my 8.
Total of 8.
13 for me.
Boo.
What was the check? Sorry.
perception.
Can I use guidance?
Sure.
It's going to be a 21.
22.
In the dim light of the distant sun, you see a blemish on the face of the spindle where something must have struck it at great speed, shattering the rock and leaving a huge indentation. Whatever struck the mountainside tumbled down towards the shore nearby, leaving a furrow of melted rock.
Let's go then.
That seems like the
Oh,
place I
it's-
just fly the.
It's a bit bright out here, isn't it?
No.
Oh.
Here, I'll take off my spectacles and pop them on because they are sort of dark purple shading.
Is the disc
Vax
like
wearing sunglasses is a look, and I'm here for it.
A
thin
purple tint.
water
I'm going to show you the
or
tone.
stone, thin water?
Yes, the stone.
There's
a stone layer
there's
underneath.
stone
it,
underneath.
yeah.
Okay, so I can't do what I wanted to do then. So that's fine.
Well, come on,
Yeah.
through underneath it.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
It'd be more
How
subtle.
thick is the rock underneath the water?
That is going to make a lot of noise. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
So I land as gently and quietly as I can.
And you'll get off.
Yes. I stealth up though before I get off.
The second all four of you are off the ship,
Yeah.
you hear a and then over your head, the probe leaps over you, lands on the shore, and races off. And as it races off, it'll turn invisible.
What the?
So did it leap
Well,
off?
shit.
Did it leap off the ship?
You parked the ship, you all got off, and then it left because it was sat in the middle of the ship.
And then just
Got yeah. Yeah.
If
So
that
this is
seems
a
on a
new.
bit of a mission,
it's doing
it's going
something.
to circumvent something, isn't it?
Yes, it's on to
Let's-
do something.
Let's
interesting.
follow it, but keep back because this is the 39 that kills the beholder.
No, just circumvents
Not the
Tuesday.
Tuesday event. Tuesday event.
I see.
You're all speaking very cryptically, but I don't care. So let's just go. I don't want
Yes,
to follow
we're
the
gonna
thing.
follow.
Let's just go get the
Let's
thing.
go
that we
find the
came
big
here
melty
for.
rock.
Yes, we've got to
Yes.
find the melty rock, which is where the probe is going. So we're going in the right direction.
Is the probe going in the direction we
In the
think?
direction you
think it is?
Mhm.
Right, come on then. Dun dun da 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 da.
I know you don't need to make your own theme music, please.
He does.
That was the wheelchair.
I want
I
to
think
sneak
we'll take
slightly
it.
ahead
Sure.
and be stealthed.
Add a character.
Ooh.
In character.
That's the sunglasses
26.
that you're currently wearing.
26.
So you have advantage in the saves against being charmed.
That's,
Right.
is that for perception?
That's for stealth. I am ahead of them
Yeah.
by, say, 60 feet.
Yeah. So you see the tracks of the probe go off, and eventually those tracks will disappear, kind of getting lighter
Right.
and lighter and lighter as you follow it.
So is it making indentations like in mud, and then the ground is getting harder, or is it getting lighter?
It's getting lighter.
Do I see anything like it's shedding?
Nanobots?
It's shedding or anything? Like
Nope. No. There's no other than the tracks disappearing.
Right.
Do the indentations maintain uniform pressure, or are they getting less and less pressure as it goes until it like takes off?
Less and less pressure.
Okay.
This is very weird. But I don't see anything trying to kill us.
Can we see a big rock?
Yeah.
Strange enough, you can't. When you get to roughly where you think the meteor would be, it's nowhere to be found.
Do I see any drag markings?
So you see a set of tracks. It came to a rest about 15. Came to rest nearby to a cave, 15 foot wide, 20 foot high cave mouth, about 250 feet away from where the tracks for the robot disappeared. Roll me a survival check. DC 10.
16 plus 2, 18.
Those tracks kind of walk up to the big void where a meteorite would probably be, and then walk off.
Are they like what size creatures? Are
You
they?
would identify them as belonging to a large giant of some kind, possibly an ogre.
Shit bags.
We've got so I say on the psychic Tuesday event is more likely than I thought. It looks like it's dragged off the meteor. We'll need to go chase it down. It's in
Right.
this cave.
Okay. As we're about to
Right,
enter a
go
cave,
ahead.
can I also stealth up at this point?
Yes, can I get stealth rolls from anyone who'd like to make them?
I'm going to make myself roll at disadvantage.
Uh,
Oh no!
You'd love to see it.
yeah.
We'll hear it.
But before you say the result, do portent die override advantage and disadvantage?
Yes, you replace whatever you got at. So you do all your rolling, and then when you have the result, but before the DM tells you the result of the action, you can then choose to replace it and get a different.
So
Yeah.
what I might do, because I use one of my dice to stick you over, and I'm all about balance. You have rolled a 15 for your stealth.
Oh, excellent.
It's a 14 for me.
I mean, I also rolled a 15 on the other, so with disadvantage, so I've got two 15s if it only replaces one dice, but if it replaces the result, it's still 15.
And I have got
So 18 total.
22 stealth.
15, 18, 22, and Rune.
Can I use my stealth roll from earlier?
Yes, you got 26.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Cool. And are you, Rune, still walking on ahead?
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, I'm going to which one
She's
is
kind
in.
of muttering and mumbling to herself.
Ooh.
I gotta keep that stupid thief alive, at least till he's sober. I am 60 feet ahead of them.
Please carry on. I'm just going to for Lee.
I was going to say if we get into combat, but I should really say when. When we get into combat, when we're in the right area, I'll make it bigger and we can grab minis.
Drag you to the edge of the wall there.
Wait for Joe to get back.
When I was at university and I got really hungover one day, I put my iTunes on shuffle just to have some music to distract me. And when Iron Maiden came on, I found it actually helped burn away the hangover. And so since then, infrequently, when I'm hungover, I'll just put on Iron Maiden and it helps perk me up.
That's cool.
So what Vaxis needs is some earphones with some heavy metal in them.
You're cool.
Cool. So, your stealth rolls will get you to where you are now. And then I will open that up. The 15-foot wide passage opens into a large, rough chamber with a sunken floor. A misshapen, vaguely oblong lump of metal sits in the middle of the chamber. A sliver of light streaming down on it from a hole in the cabin ceiling gives it a dark blue sheen. Hovering near the meteorite are two identical creatures, each one with a slimy green orb with a large central eye and 4 writhing eye stalks. Gathered around them are half a dozen smaller creatures of similar shape, each no bigger than a grapefruit. Sitting on a 5-foot-high shelf overlooking the chamber is a massive yellow-eyed ogre with one cyclopean eye. The ogre yawns and blinks slowly, appearing rather tired.
Have any eyes on the probe?
Joe.
Yes.
So the little eyes on
glasses you
stalks.
Yes.
Do we recognise?
No, they
Those.
Roll me a nature check.
Sure.
That's fine. It's just I just wanted to know.
Look up stalks.
That is going to be 18, unless you'll allow all guidance.
Yeah, go
Because
for it.
I've realised I can also cast that apparently.
Pretty good.
20.
They look like a spectator.
And what is a spectator?
Look like
Mini beholder.
Oh, okay.
It's a potato with big glasses.
Are they?
Jesus.
Are they like aggressive?
From your roll, you know they are lawful neutral. They tend to be.
If we don't bother them, they won't bother us, kind of thing.
Unfortunately, I think we may need to follow them.
Do I see the meteor anywhere?
So the misshapen, vaguely oblong lump of metal looks like
Right.
looks like the little
So
prize.
right next to the ogre.
Right in the centre of them.
Oh, okay, cool beans. Right.
Well,
Well,
we could wait till it falls asleep.
good too.
Make it fall asleep.
It's all the little things.
The last time I tried that, I fell asleep.
So I'm
Yeah,
stealthed up. Can I?
that's
Oh god, I can't actually see anything, can
Because you don't have dark vision.
I? Nope.
Same.
Could you unpause the game?
Oh, apologies.
Ah, there we go. I'm gonna just try and move it up
What do I
to.
need to do?
My token should have dark vision, I believe. Just double check.
He is currently set to.
Yeah. 60 feet.
Oh, I've got 30. Sorry, bumped up
Be
to
badger.
60.
Thank you.
Help. Oh, there we are. Okay. Okay, so the meteor's right here.
Looks like it.
So all we need to do is sneak up to the meteor and run like hell.
How long is it going to take to get it in the bag?
I would say, given the size of it, a couple of rounds.
If
And is he clinging onto it
Minute?
quite tightly?
is that one person doing it? Because what I'm imagining, what I want to do is take the bag with two people, jump and stretch, and go, and then run.
See, here's the thing.
Roll me an insight.
Cool.
Are there any buttons left, Mike?
Sorry, man.
Is a 14 a success?
14. Yeah. No. Because I'm not talking.
A 19 then.
That will do. So yeah, they're not talking, but they are all kind of huddled around it, so that all their focus is on it. And it feels like they're maybe having an argument, but you can't. They're not talking, so you can't tell.
Now, there's a saying back on when we're talking about mammalian psychology, and it involves the secretion of adrenal glands into the bloodstream. Of course, I don't have blood; I have hemolymph, which is a slightly different thing. But I do have adrenal glands, and my adrenal glands are leaning me towards one of what we call the 4 Fs, 3 of which are inappropriate in this position, in this particular situation. However, the 4th F is fight.
Ah, right. I thought you might want to fawn over them, but okay. We are where
No,
we
no,
are.
no.
Well, if the ogre's tired, he just literally falls asleep, right? Or is that not like?
Well, I don't know what they're arguing about, and they're not like him. I mean, they've all got like. It's gonna sound stupid. They've all got eyes, but they've got like a particular way about them in terms of eyes. But I imagine because this place is supposed to be like beholder heaven, so if one of them shows up, we're all gonna die.
Well, I mean,
Maybe that's what the old
Maybe that's what the little things.
probe did.
I don't know what the probe did.
yeah. If we're believing in the probe, then
Ogres have more than one eye, don't they? They have 2 eyes. Does it look like this one's missing an eye?
It said cyclopean eye, which means
Yeah.
Maybe the reason it's so sleepy is because the
This is the
robot
whole
turned
ogre.
into sleeping gas. Out of character.
One eye.
That's really.
it has one eye. It looks like by intention.
Yes.
By biological intention, not
Yes.
not I've stabbed my own eye out like Grummush.
Nope.
That's a reasonable clarification to request.
In this instance, yes. It's very strange, but yes. Right. Okay.
How tall is this building, by the way? Sorry, this cave.
is it 30 feet, or is that how wide it is?
I did have this.
They're not talking.
It says 20 feet high.
Telepathically communicate.
Yeah.
20 feet.
Yeah.
20 feet high.
Do I need to be how close? What's that distance? Give me a distance.
45 feet.
45 feet. Thank you. That's in range.
Make me another stealth check, please.
All of us? Or just
No.
the people who are closest?
Rune and
Me.
Yeah. No, Rune and Ido. You're not.
I think Jex is up there as well.
Oh, where's Jex?
Yeah, I've snuck alongside.
18.
Where are you?
Oh,
You're not on.
so.
Are you inside another character?
So according to
Ah.
my,
Yeah, there you are.
that's weird because according to my screen, Ido was actually you were back there.
Ooh,
So
13.
Say again?
13. I may have advantage from my racial trait, but unfortunately I rolled very badly.
18.
18.
Unfortunately, this guy rolled a 23.
No, he didn't. He rolled an 8.
Oh!
Okay.
Okay.
Sick.
Right. I think standing here talking is going to get us in trouble. I want to throw out one of the red strings that lets me communicate telepathically to one of these spectators.
Okay.
That allows me to communicate telepathically to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to... it doesn't know I've done this, so I want to interject something like, the ogre's going to take it from us, we better kill him.
Is it going to roll insight?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can guess what sentence is going to follow that one.
Let's repeat. He's going to.
He's going to take it from us, we better kill him.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Sure.
It rolled a 1, by the way.
Okay.
It's probably wasting it. These things are probably working for it anyway.
Perception. Persuasion, you said.
Mm-hmm.
19.
19.
Was that a success?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So you see one of them look the ogre, and we'll go up to it.
Okay.
And again, you can't hear anything that they're saying.
Yeah.
And the ogre goes, "No, I'm not."
Well, that worked. Okay. So there's how many spectators are left surrounding the thing? I think it's 2.
I don't know, what can you see versus what I can see?
1, 2.
You can still see the 2.
That's one down, and he's distracted. We could make a rush of the others.
Well, it's a smaller amount of targets to try and take out. I can see at least 2, one there and one there, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I know what my first move is. You can't see, and I've got a grenade launcher.
Well, shit. I just plugged my ears. Let's go.
I cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll catch as many of those as I can.
Can I simultaneously cast? Is it within 60 feet?
Yeah.
Cloud of Daggers, please.
And can I get a dex save from anybody within 10 feet of the meteor? So at least those two.
You hit that button. Can that work? Oh no.
Right.
Right.
How do I add you to combat? Is that button? There we go. Can you all roll me initiative?
Yes.
I'm just going to say before combat starts, it's supposed to be a non-combat encounter, but okay.
Oh.
Oops.
Sorry, bud. 22.
Whoopsies.
Initiative rolls are ability checks,
Yes, they are.
which means I rolled a 7.
15.
1 second, let me just...
Okay.
Is there like a roll all of these initiatives?
There is.
There is a module that lets you do that, but not default in Foundry.
Boo.
I like the idea that the probe is there going, Guys, I literally stopped this happening. Well, you should have been a better communicator.
They would have asked you to help them solve their dispute.
Solving it.
Yeah, that was what I was going to
Initiative, so
15.
15. Initiative.
20.
Four.
Initiative.
7.
Okay.
And where are you? Initiative.
22.
22. Lovely. Did you give any of these guys time before you fired your fairy fire into the?
Yeah, I
You pulled out a grenade launcher.
I would have sort of offered this to the group.
That's when I cast Cloud of Daggers.
Cool.
And I would have knocked an arrow to...
Fair enough.
I would not have a prepared action, so I'll just be going in initiative.
So you're casting fairy fire on the centered on the.
So I can
meteor.
see at least these two, so I'll be able to get those two. It's anybody who's within this sort of square.
Yes, all of them. And remind me what fairy fire does.
It is a dex save. You are shooting for my...
Nat 20 and a 3.
It's a 16 you're going for, so one of them, all attack rolls against it have advantage. And also it sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Ooh,
And any creatures that are invisible cannot benefit from invisibility.
Mike, do you want to grab some minis?
Up top.
You want set on the right-hand lot, the one... Yeah, those are our player minis. What type are spectators?
Aberrations.
Aberrations. I think I've got at least one in the drawer.
Is that Jax?
No, I don't know who that is. I've just grabbed all of them from...
That was actually Steph's old character.
Mm.
Because we were using a piece of blue tack for... Oh no, so white tack.
It's rune.
So,
Do you have an orb?
Got a flaming sphere ball.
No, I was looking to rune.
Oh, and an
Oh.
orb.
You need an ogre or
That's-
yeah.
troll. Like,
Is the orb relevant?
That's Misty.
that would be big.
too big.
I don't remember. I
Hey,
think it's
next
because...
size
Would
up
we have
from
noticed an
regular
orb in character?
No.
I think it'll be in the
It's
humanoid
like-
drawer.
Okay, you're going to have to talk me through this. Humanoid. Oh, there's a giant one. Do we want giants? Or is it, are they too big?
That'll do. There you go. Not bad.
There's an ogre somewhere down that way.
Oh, that's a venom draw.
I'm just going to put it here for now
Yep.
and then.
Fair.
And do you want any of the other humanoids?
Yeah.
So there are two
Spectators. They'll be in the aberration drawer, which will be on the left, far left. One of the top two, maybe.
Yep.
And you're looking for a green thing with with
Oh,
stalks.
yeah, sorry.
So I don't want to accidentally...
No, all good.
We've got a big tentacly guy there. He's got a beak for a face.
No, that's a grell.
Oh, here they are.
Got at least one, I think possibly two.
I think he's
I think two should be all we need, hopefully,
for now.
for now.
Cool.
There is also a beholder somewhere as well, but hopefully we won't need that.
What, in the same drawer?
No. That one's out loose somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Squirt.
That's volume.
Pass them around.
Thank you.
Run down, you pass it out.
Well, bollocks to that one.
Yes. So you've done your fairy fire. You were doing
Cloud of Daggers. Because that's only it's a 5 foot area, right? So I can only target one of them. So I will. That's the only one I can see based off my
Come on.
screen. So that one. I'm pinging it as
Yep.
well. Just remind myself how that works. Cloud daggers. Cube 5 foot on each side, centered on a point you choose. Yeah. Creature takes 4d4 slashing damage when it enters the area for the first time.
Starts the turn now.
Yeah. So because it's not entered it, I assume it doesn't take any damage immediately, right? If it
Yeah,
starts
But before it does anything else on its turn, it will
Yeah,
take
makes
damage.
sense.
Perfect.
Oh, I've got a cloud of daggers mini as well in the grey basket on the right.
Yeah.
Yep. Although they are balanced precariously.
There's no save for it.
Is it not?
No.
Nice.
It's a big swirly thing. Might be in the other one, but probably not.
The hand to the.
It's kind of blue.
This thing? That's like a.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's a cloud of daggers.
So it is.
It's not quite big enough, but you can use it to put a place where the centre is. Then everything within 10 feet of that.
Only 5 feet.
Oh. Is it 5 foot radius or
no,
5 foot?
in a cube, 5 feet on each side.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah, that's exactly the right size.
So yeah, but it's basically centered there.
On top, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll
Plonk it right next to it, and then we'll just say that we've found the same space.
Yeah. Okay.
In fact, because it curls around that way, we can have it hugging it.
Oh no.
There you go.
Oh,
It's like
lovely
friends.
hug.
Spiky hug.
Celebrations.
I think it's a bit early for that, but
Is that surprise round then?
Yeah, rune next.
So if the cloud goes on them, I'll shoot the far one. That's the one that's
The
got
far
fire.
one.
That's very far, right?
This
All
one.
of them, all these have been verified.
Yeah, but one of them succeeded on their saving throw.
As there's the one furthest away from you succeeded.
Oh, okay.
So this one has got Fairyfied and Daggered.
And I'll still shoot the far one because I think the cloud might. I don't wanna make the cloud useless, as it were. So I'll fire at the far one.
can I move
God, this
it?
cover is beat. 16 plus 8.
To hit.
Cool. Where's longbow? 1d8. 5 plus 4 is 9. Plus sneak attack, which is 2d6.
Who's concentrating right now?
12, 13. 13 points of damage.
Okay.
That's it. That is sweet.
You hear a voice in your head. Mysterious outsider, why are you doing this?
Oh no.
Oh, they might be friendly. Stop!
Now
Stop!
technically,
Everyone
you,
No.
stop!
Can
you
I
can drop concentration as a free action at any time.
can I do that? I'm glad.
He hasn't told you yet.
Oh right.
I was saying, they might be friendly. I'm really sorry. Whoops.
Vaxus.
Okay, Vaxis had geared up to charge forwards. It's there, but then pulls up short rather than doing the full dash because of the.
Stop! Everyone stop! Stop firing! Stop
Okay.
shooting!
I will drop Cloud of Daggers.
I'll drop Fairy
that's
Fire.
possible at this stage.
I'm going to have to say it's going to go back to Rune before that happens.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So you've heard it, but you can't do any dropping until it gets back to him. Until it gets back to your next turn.
So the actual turn, because yeah.
Okay.
So next what will happen is you'll see... Are they all selected? Can you see those?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Yep, I got some of those as well.
Gazers.
Gazers.
And you hear them, oh, and they run off.
Oh no.
What did we run into?
So have eye orgy.
No, we ran into a Beholder's Kids TV show and we had massacred them.
No,
This has got real Tal vibes.
a little bit. No. We just did this.
So we are back up to Ido.
I'm gonna zoom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could you move? Yeah, I'm gonna open. Yeah. So I can see that one has been injured by a bow shot.
Mm-hmm.
I will look back at Talg. Sure.
That's what they seem like very sweet little things. I think I'm really sorry.
Okay.
And who's this Tal?
We're doing evil and you're here.
That is fair. And I'm a changeling as well, which really doesn't help.
That's like if there was betrayal and I was playing.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
The one that
Maybe you are Tal. Just in disguise.
the one that how badly injured does that one look from? Was it 13 damage or something?
13 damage. Roll me a medicine check.
I'm good at them. That is 25.
Oh, for that I'll give you about a third of its health.
A third of its health is gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll say, the doctor is in! Ha! And send out a little, almost like a Nerf dart kind of thing from the crossbow. It's from another underslung thing, underslung under the grenade launcher for fairy fire. And it sort of poodles in and then just hits and releases a cloud of little sort of spores which heal up for healing word.
How many is that?
I'm about to find out. That many. Didn't roll.
I'm not seeing anything yet.
Where's the... how the fuck do you get to the game log?
Do you need some dice?
I just rolled it on the...
okay.
I'll just do it, yeah. That is 6.
No?
Terribly sorry!
Really am very sorry, and I say that psychically across as well.
I have to say it psychically.
Yeah.
Jets.
Sorry. Drop cloud.
Do you drop?
Yeah, drop cloud of daggers because it hasn't actually gone off yet. As far
I
as
give you
know.
all a surprise action, and then it would have taken it on its.
Yeah. So yeah.
Really, really sorry.
So drop that.
Well, you're no longer concentrating on fairy fire.
So. Oh. No, I've just closed everything. Right.
A bunch of oopsie daisies, chaps.
Yes. Sorry, I appreciate I'm sending mixed signals, but can I render aid? Although I haven't actually done anything nasty yet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can't reach any of them, so...
I'm also up.
Handy, right. So...
Is that the roses there?
Yes.
Are they literally anything else?
Yeah, I'll extricate them. That's another point. You're not flown for a while.
I can get to about there.
When all of these casts disintegrate on us, it's going to fucking suck.
Sorry. And then, as an...
If we were supposed to support the gazers...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll stop there. There's nothing more I can do. Yeah.
Next up is a spectator that had the cloud of daggers, and he sees the daggers disappear, and he just looks at you very nervously. Friend?
Yeah. Sorry.
Friend?
Miscommunication.
Very, very sorry.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Yep.
You rolled a 19. I'm not
Burning through the...
I'm not taking a chance. You rolled a 19.
We'll go past and just hop in on the way back. It's fine.
So that would be persuasion. Did you say 25? Then in that case.
Beautiful.
Sorry.
Rune.
I'm very sorry. I'm very, very sorry. I didn't mean to. I got very excited with the bow, and there was an explosion. I'm very sorry. Yeah, I can't cure you or heal you or anything, though. That's not really my thing.
So, that's your turn?
Yep.
The other spectator looks at you. Friend.
Friend, I'm sorry.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion check.
Just remember
What have you
charisma
rolled?
is. Just remember what my charisma is.
I was going to use my inspiration because I just rolled a 3.
Only because I can.
I'll just use my inspiration.
Yeah. Okay.
You got a session inspiration, right?
Yes, I do actually. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Now I'll use my real one.
Could I ask an annoying question?
Sure.
Do you remember what my portents were? Because I can't find where I wrote them down.
So
Fortunately, I'm on my other laptop.
it's
That's
fine.
a-
I can use my other portent as long as you've got above a certain thing.
So I've got. So use my last die. So that's 15 plus 6, 21. I'm fine now.
Oh,
That's
okay.
probably okay. 21. But I'm out of my power dice.
Cool. So that has satisfied the spectators. Last but not least, at an initiative count of 2 is the ogre. You hurt my friends!
But we healed them too.
I need you to make a very important. I got that.
So can
Persuasion check.
okay. The ogre rolled a 4.
23.
Okay. Well, it's but that is the last of my 3 portent dice.
Okay.
But I also made them this smoothie.
Oh.
Big ogre hand comes and grabs it.
Just takes the glass and crunches it.
Ooh.
Vax just pulls out a whole egg.
Hey, muscle buddies.
So,
And you basically you hear them in your mind going, "Friends now."
friends, we didn't. I'm sorry. You aren't friend shaped.
You're neither are we, in fairness. Your injured compatriot. May I attend?
Okay.
I'm going to use a healer's kit on the. I mean, I know it's a very precious resource, but but I think it's worth it.
Oh,
And
I mean,
how many hit dice does the spectator have?
It has 6. Is that how you read it?
If it has XDX
Yeah.
or XDY,
6.
6. So it will regain 15 hit points.
Back up to full.
Sorry,
really
I've been excited.
Yes.
Dr. Idolamantis James at your service.
Greetings, I am Spectator Greelob, and this is Spectator Orlob.
Orlob and Greylob.
Hello.
Right. Hello.
And who is your handsome and gigantic friend?
Yes.
What was your name? Don't have one. This is Ogre.
Ogre.
Righto!
Direct into
well.
that
Does
one.
not have a name.
Does not have name, right. I kind of noticed you were having some kind of argument. I assumed you were two violent factions ready to kill everyone who comes down here, but I am apparently very wrong.
We were having a very civilized discussion before you came down here.
Mm-hmm.
We found this, Ogre found this mysterious meteorite,
Right?
That's on us.
and he wants it for his boss. I want it for my boss, and he wants it for his boss.
Who?
Who
Oh,
you
I
are?
see.
Oh.
Each spectator is individually a faction.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, we want it for our boss as well.
Oh,
Could we perhaps barter for it?
where's it got?
Well, what is it that you desire?
Meteorite.
What else?
Does your boss just like shiny objects?
Yeah, he thinks it's a worthwhile treasure.
Worthwhile treasure. What else does your boss think is a worthwhile treasure?
Shiny things, powerful things, hurting things. We don't like the hurting things.
Right.
Do you like Earl
Yes.
Grey tea?
What is that?
I don't think they do.
A 10. I'll pull out a small bone china teacup and a saucer because it's still got to have the saucer. And I'll also pull out like a small tea service, milk in a little jug. And then from my bottle of interminable tea, I'll pour a cup of tea and pour milk in. Sugar?
Yes?
Let's assume so. And would I just offer that?
And I'm just going to show you what my face looks like. One second. There you go. This is me.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah.
friendly.
you had.
Perhaps some kind of straw. Or funnel. Do you have a digestive system?
I eat things. They taste nice.
I will offer the perfect temperature tea and just pour it in. Or
Well, it kind of tries to use one of its eye stalks.
can't
to-
they do it telekinetically?
Maybe.
Are you smiling?
Yes, I'm friendly.
Please stop.
No, continue.
How about
Lucky
a
their face doesn't look as weird as mammals.
how about
I
a
heard that.
how about a
Yes, you were meant to.
how about a musical performance?
Yeah, okay.
The economy of experience.
He's getting paid in exposure.
I am.
You gifting us with knowledge. Is it a song about... Is it a story?
Ooh, yes. So I can either teach you how to. Can I teach you how to play? I play by changing my shape and moving in and out of the
don't think
bottles.
we
I don't
can
know
do
if that's a
that.
transferable skill in the same way.
No.
But I can sing you a song
Okay.
of
Might be.
our journey so far.
Oh.
That is knowledge. And then through the psychic link, it maybe leave out the bits about the weird, world-ending strange thing.
So, like any good performance, things are going to be either diminished or embellished. So, it'll be how heroic adventurers save their captain from the space,
Neogi.
the Neogi, and
Are you going to make Micken seem like a competent bad guy?
yeah, Micken is going to become almost the Klaus? No, yeah,
Kolstag?
Kolstag, that's the one.
Kolstag
Becomes
was,
more German every time he tells that story.
Yeah, so it'll
Kolstag was
be
competent?
yeah, heroes and their captain versus a increasingly German archvillain, and then an epic space battle, and then there's a fish in it that's kind of come in it, and then because these guys seem nice, it'll then be like the holodeck will then power down, and they're then all friends again. So it'll have a happy ending all around, unless they hate that. But that's the story I'm aiming for. Ooh,
Guidance.
thank you.
Are any of the others helping in this performance?
I was kind of planning my own thing
Okay.
because performance is not my
Sure.
strong.
That's fine.
Same!
So I've wrote a 19 for
I
performance.
think maybe Rune would do, like, because she actually has some minor illusion stuff. So she kind of is just like watching. I think she's doing it subconsciously. She's watching the performance, and you're seeing like images pop up behind, like particular like vignettes, kind of thing.
So very specifically, this is a story that you're making up rather than of your exploits.
No, it's based on exploits.
But with all the incriminating stuff cut out.
But the Immortal stuff
Marvel
specific,
stuff has gone.
that's gone. And the fact that it has an ending has been added in, because obviously our story hasn't finished yet. So it's us, and
It's based on the truth, but it's embellished.
it's a speed running of the Micken villain arc. Like we're friends. Turns out he's an enemy. We do battle, and then we manage to rehabilitate him. Like he changes his ways. I can't remember the word for that.
No rehabilitation works.
Yeah, and then we're all
Atones.
friends again at the end. So he's atoned for what he's done. So yeah, apart from it's based on the truth, but it's not
The full truth.
It's not the full truth, and it's not a the ending has been added, because obviously we're not at the end of our story.
Sure. I'm definitely not trying to trick you when I ask. Do you omit anything else?
The phrasing.
Well, we don't include that we've come here for this, do we?
I will admit that we have specifically arrived in a beholder vessel.
That is what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Fair. I'm not trying to trick you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It will be the other spell jamming ships
Mm-hmm.
that like
Oh, what did you roll on your...
19.
You have got one success.
Nice.
Knowledge, you say?
Yes.
I am literally ready for this every second of every day. And I go into my and I pull out like a full like projector screen and start going through a lecture with a little laser pointer, which I made the laser pointer with my magical tinkering. It is effectively a torch that just does an incredibly narrow beam of 5 feet light. And oh god, what would I do in this one? I think I pull out a flip chart of I pull down a screen and it's got like the mammalian body on it, the humanoid body on it. It's like okay, so what tickles your fancy? Can we do neurological systems, respiratory, excretory, perhaps something a little more jazzy? We could go musculoskeletal.
Oh,
What are we feeling?
Vactis walks up and goes, I could help with musculoskeletal.
Charming.
Okay.
Yeah, I will launch into an incredibly detailed and this is what I know genuinely thinks will help.
Mm-hmm.
Joe thinks it has a chance of helping, but I am more interested in committing to this course of action than I am sure it will work.
I like this idea. What I will say,
Yeah.
if you roll high enough,
Yeah.
the ogre will get bored and fall asleep during your lecture.
Okay. That's not a. Aren't we negotiating with?
We're negotiating
all
with
three of them have. All three of them want to give it to their boss.
Right. Okay.
Well, Vaxis, in order to provide the help action, will just go and remove his top so that he's now topless,
Just
and
point
he'll flex on demand.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what? Medicine.
Yeah, medicine or nature because it's about the body.
Okay. So my question to you is, what is too high to roll here?
There's nothing too high to roll.
But you said if it's too high, the ogre will fall asleep.
Yes.
Yeah, and if he's asleep, then he can't negotiate anymore.
Yeah, so you remove
Right. Okay. I thought you meant we wouldn't be allowed to continue negotiating.
No. It's you've removed an extra member of the
negotiation pool.
Exactly.
That is 23.
Got it. Ogre falls asleep, but the spectators, they are a rapt attention. Very riveting.
The mammalian limb develops in 5 distinct phalanges, from proximal to distal. These are the metacarpal joints, and you have the hamate bone. And I'll be pointing this out one. This is a very special moment for me, and I can tell you for why. The first day I was ever put on antipsychotics, I was on heavy sedatives, and I fell asleep in a lecture. I was on the front fucking row, and the lecturer at the time was an absolute psychonaut called Neil Smith, Professor Neil Smith. And Mike, can you just pop your head down on your laptop there, as if you were falling asleep?
This seems very suspicious.
You should be suspicious.
I checked the Panopto recording afterwards, and what happened was he snuck up on me, pantomiming to the rest of the theatre what he was doing, and went, the mammalian limb develops in 5 distinct phalanges from proximal to distal.
That's not a thing you want to do to
And
someone
I
who's
absolutely shat myself.
As you should, I feel.
Yeah. So whenever I think of a lecture to lecture, it's always that one.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is 2 successes and 1 sleeping ogre.
Cool.
Now, I have this suit of chainmail, which is shiny like that,
Yes.
metal like that, but it's already worked into something usable.
We can have it.
Why, if we get this, then I'm not going to need this at all.
Oh. Okay. But we can take that to our boss.
Yes.
And you can have that.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're just giving an item away.
Yeah, I'm just giving the chainmail away. I don't need it.
Sure.
My chest is harder than the chainmail.
But no one else is going to wear it, so...
No. And you were assisting the performance of...
I was assisting the performance of... Yeah.
Thank you very insightful, very shiny, very entertaining.
You are most welcome. Sorry for the
Shooting you in the side.
yes.
Be very friendly, you know. You can just say hello.
Yeah, we will do that in the future.
That is
yes.
that is a note that we are going to take and work on our personal development with ourselves.
Your boss, though, out of curiosity, if we came up to him and said she,
Them?
where are the pronouns there?
It?
It feels really... Would I expect the same greeting, or am I like...
No!
Oh, right, okay.
He's not very friendly.
Okay, small things.
He's that way.
Oh,
It's
right.
very dark.
Okay. You are friend-shaped.
Yes!
They are not. But they look like you.
Be bigger.
Bigger. So it's a
How
size
much
thing.
bigger?
Very bigger.
Extends all its eye stalks.
First again. And then gets his buddy. Oh. Right. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Is there something else we can do for you to maybe...
No, we take this to our boss now.
You take the chainmail to the boss.
Mm-hmm. And the story and the information.
Then we'll take the stone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Quick, yeah, go,
Thanks
go,
very
go,
much.
go, go.
Everyone go.
There you go. Got it.
Sweet.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Lovely to meet you. Bye.
Before they see the ship that we came.
We're going.
I have like 7 paragraphs of discussion, and then at the very end it says, if combat does erupt, then do this and this in like 2 sentences.
I pull out my shield, quickly do a little bit of artificer work on the back, and then use magical tinkering to make it into a little pin badge that says, "Hi, my name is Ogre." And just
So you didn't go home empty-handed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
That is nice.
I feel really bad. I don't know why I shot them.
I do,
You do? What? Why?
because we're inherently violent creatures, and that's the state of being of the universe now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going.
So many teeth.
Should we take a brief detour back to the space station to refill all the portents we blasted through?
Maybe. Feels like a good
Well,
idea.
technically it's on the way, right? Anyway,
Yeah.
it's only 8 hours there, and it's more than 2 weeks back to because we want to
16 days.
16 days. So because we got to bring the meteorite back to the captain guy. So yeah, I think an 8-hour detour is.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad. Let's do that. We'll take a really quick. We'll take a stop off, a stop for a wee, and then
So, do we get back to the ship fine?
Roll me a perception check.
Fuck.
Yeah, we're talking about all this, and I was just thinking, we're not back there yet.
Yeah.
22.
18. I sure hope there's nothing waiting for us at the ship. Oh no.
15.
23.
Cool. Back to the ship fine.
Where's that fucking probe?
He's right there on the deck.
What did you fucking do?
Is the probe fucked up at all?
No.
Oh no.
That's worse.
That's worse.
Who rolled above 20?
I did.
Yeah, there's number 40 stamped on it.
Oh, we can ask when we get there. We'll find out.
Yes.
Let's take
Okay.
it back to the thing.
You take off.
It's
Yeah.
a different probe, crucially. It's not the same one with the number changed. It is a different probe.
You can't tell.
Okay.
So when you're in the room with like all charging, they looked identical.
But is it like on a holo display, the number, or is it stamped in?
Stamped on it.
So either a panel of this has been physically changed, or it is a different probe.
Those are 2 possibilities. There are other possibilities.
I hate that. Cool, let's go. Let's fucking do this.
You take off. We should double check that nothing has snuck aboard.
Yeah.
Definitely nothing.
I will.
beholder
Yeah.
sized.
Can I investigate on the check?
Nothing beholder-sized.
Termination of party from hidden beholder.
Shit.
Is this an investigate check?
20.
Ooh.
It is.
Oh.
I was- It is definitely. I was going to say it's pristine, but then I remember the
33,
kitchen.
not
So.
43.
How did you get...
Checks. I'm so sorry. I'm afraid something has ruined the kitchen.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet, have
I
you?
haven't seen it yet. Something has been in here, and it's destroyed all of the kitchen implements. Who would do this?
I've got some bad news. It's back on board with it.
It's in the room.
But don't worry.
piloting away.
I have a premonition that the next 2 weeks will be spent repenting and repairing.
So you get who's flying ship?
Yeah.
And what's your plan?
Fly back to the station and then head up.
You're going to dock with it?
Yeah, we just need to go inside, I think.
Go and
I
see
mean,
what
and
brain
ask a
does as
question.
well.
I asked because you said you're going to ram the space station last.
Oh, yes! What are we gonna do? No, I'll talk. I feel pity for this thing now more than
See,
irrational levels of
I
anger.
have that covered if that's what you're going to do. So
Is it just gonna boom and move and like fuck's sake?
I mean, we could always recharge the rings and then ram it.
I don't want to.
No, this is our only known charging point.
I think it is not going to do any difference because they will presumably we have thought of that before and they'll have redundancies in place. And also, cool shiny things. And I love cool shiny things. At least right now I love cool shiny things.
Are you okay, Ido?
No, God, no, God, what a funny thing to say. No, essentially, there was an enormous injection of psionic energy into my being. And it has, what do you call it? Shaken my head like an egg in a blender.
Ooh, egg.
So you have a brain made of meat, yes?
I think
You
so.
think so?
yes,
Yeah.
Yes.
So imagine someone sticking. Sorry, I'll go to the floor of the kitchen and pull out like a whisk, and then like cast booming blade on it. Imagine if I stuck this in your ear and just zhooshed it around a bit.
I don't.
That's
think
effectively what's happened.
Oh right.
It disrupted my communication, my psionic long space communication with the great ego, and it appears my id has taken over somewhat. Hence why I'm horny, hungry, and want to fight things.
Right. That's why you propositioned everyone. I remember.
Presumably.
Okay. Right.
Do you need...
It'll wear off. Give it a week.
Okay. If you're sure, I just want to check in and make sure everything is okay because everyone seems to have
I am doing absolutely fine. Regular Ido is uptight, man.
and that's true. There was a very brief version of you which was very
Supercharged ego.
yes,
That's
one.
a different thing from a charged superego, of course.
Yes,
I
that
haven't met that Ido yet.
that one was the first one was not very
Bit of a
kind.
dick.
Yes, bit of one. But between you and this, okay.
It's all gravy, man.
All right, you're fine. We'll go with that for now. You're angry. You're whatever that is.
Correct.
You're
Correct
depressed.
adjective.
You're depressed.
Currently too hungover to be depressed.
I don't think that's true.
In that case, I'm just disassociating from it until I'm mentally able to handle it.
All right, fine.
Well, tell you what, we'll sit down, have some tea, smoke some mushrooms, and get some bongo drums, and we'll chat it out.
Sure.
Is it bad that I'm tempted?
That sounds fine to me. Like, hallucinogenics are quite good for you for all kinds of reasons.
Yes, some very interesting research into complex post-traumatic stress disorder and the effects of psychedelics on it. Done at the University of Oof.
That must have been a very popular course.
Immensely.
So we get onto the station.
Yes.
Our rings recharge.
I go.
Oh, that's a 5 and a 10.
11 and a 17.
This dice is terrible.
Mike has 3.
Mike does have 3.
Ooh.
Ooh. I have a 7 and a natural 20.
Nice.
Nice.
Those are solid ones to have. Right, we're going to mosey on back to the old Toriel then.
I have checked it in the chat so that there's a record of it.
I've written on my character sheet and D&D Beyond.
Okay,
so-
cool, that's
I
fine.
did that before, but it disappeared.
Ooh.
I'm going to ask the question of the thing first.
Yes.
What does probe 40 do?
Redacted.
Oh, for fucker's
How
sake.
does it...
Alright.
Can you tell
I hold
us
the sword next to
what
it.
system it's from?
Hmm?
What system and what station it was released by?
So from last session, it will tell you. It will remind you that all the probes that in that charging bay,
independent.
they're in the system that they need to be in.
So it would have been from this one.
Mm-hmm.
Was it one of the ones that we saw in here previously?
Roll me a history check.
I would love to.
If you can't remember, I'm going to make you roll for it.
That's, you know what, reasonable. 21.
It is not. Do you go into the room?
Yes.
There is only 2 there.
There were definitely more than that.
There were definitely more. Okay.
There were
was interesting.
6?
There are 3. You've got 6 entries in the logs, but
Right.
there are 3 charging.
There were, yeah.
There's now only 2.
Which one is
Weird.
missing?
45.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Oh, yeah.
That one is a bit more vague than 39.
Yes.
It was the termination of you.
Yes.
But he didn't die.
Probe's working.
Why was I going to die? What?
Nothing. There was a Tuesday thing. It's not Tuesday anymore.
So 45 has gone off to do its business.
Yes, but that doesn't necessarily. I go back to the ship.
Is it waiting on the ship?
The one from
40.
Yeah,
40
40
is still
was-
on the ship.
Yeah.
40 is still.
Okay,
Is it,
okay, I'm
is it
going
still
to-
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to hold the sword next to the computer to try and glitch it out again, to then ask, what does probe 40 do?
Redacted.
I think
It's built in some radiation buffers or something, hasn't it?
Are there any known defenses against etheric radiation?
Classified.
That could be either, to be fair. We need to get this stupid stone back
Yeah,
to-
let's take the big rock to
Yes.
a stupid place.
What is the big rock that we've got?
It is a core of adamantine.
It's just a normal thing. We can dump it out in the thing. We've got weeks to look at this thing, so we may as well.
I once saw a suit of armor made of it.
Yes.
It looks kind of nice.
It will be refined and cut down by the Academy for profit.
That makes sense.
Fine.
Why were we sent out here?
It will also form part of your redacted.
We were sent out here to stop the beholders getting it and using it because they could do very nasty things with it.
It's valuable in of itself. Adamantine is quite rare.
It's quite heavy and dense. I suppose if we were to throw it fast enough out into nothingness, it'll just keep on going at that speed until it hits something and gives someone a very bad day.
That, Private, is why you do not fire from the hip.
I think that's why we do not eyeball it.
That's the way, yeah.
Let's
Mass Effect?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Toriel then?
a long journey.
I have some reconstruction to do.
So do you leave the station?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Any of you looking back at the station as you depart?
Sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
and flipping it off.
As you're about a couple of miles away from it at this point, you see the light of the stars behind it start to warp and bubble, and suddenly the entire thing is encased in a bubble, which then condenses on itself and it disappears.
Ooh.
Does that look like it was supposed to do that?
I don't know. Maybe it moved.
Can I the warping? Does that look like the magical effect of stuff that is in tune with the technology I've seen there?
You've not seen this before, but roll me an Arcana check.
Did we also see anything on it start to activate?
Roll me a perception check.
21.
I don't want to do perception.
It looked controlled.
It looked controlled. Yeah, this doesn't
It wasn't like
easy it.
No.
Never mind.
Okay.
Does it just go fucking Ant-Man to protect itself while it, while we're not on board it?
No.
Okay.
Just be glad it didn't do that when you tried to ram it.
It cut it in half, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Right.
Back to,
Toril.
yes.
So what are your 16-day plans? Anything you want to cover?
I will design and then be foreman for a new kitchen.
I'm perfectly happy to help with any of the engineering stuff in that. I have maximum of 4 days I can spend crafting. Otherwise, I am just waiting for my orderly to hatch. And yeah, anything else that sort of needs doing.
Oh, I'll give you your glasses back, obviously.
Who pilots the first day?
I've been piloting for the last couple of
Yeah,
days.
I'm going to say it was me because that's why I didn't see the station. No, I didn't make any rolls because I'm the one piloting away.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
Who pilots the second day?
I've probably gotten. I'll have slept and gotten rid of my exhaustion by that point. So I will be the one that pilots.
Highs or lows?
Eyes.
Who pilots the third day?
Alright, I'll pilot the third.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
You're a few days' travel from Cathar, and your ship slowly starts to reduce speed. You come out of warp, and you approach an asteroid.
That's weird.
Can I immediately check on what the probe is doing? The one that's on board, not reacting
Sure,
anyway?
Reacting in any way.
Why are you stopping us?
I got close to an asteroid that did automatic.
Oh.
We get near anything big enough, it will
And the
take us
gravity
up.
valve will assume.
Whoa, that looks big.
Oh,
That
shitbags.
doesn't look.
Is that like our ship?
That's
the
our
one-
ship.
That's your ship.
Ah,
Asteroid behind
why-
it.
Oh, okay, so
The
we're not
asteroid's
coming up
behind
against it. So that's the asteroid we are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
I would love to.
Now I know
Dirty
of something.
20.
Ooh,
19.
16.
25.
I know of a thing
Mm-hmm.
that I don't know if Vaxis would know.
What's that?
The asteroid spider.
You don't see that.
No, okay.
So, recap perceptions 20, 30, 30, 20,
25.
25.
16.
19.
So, as you're all paying attention to the asteroid, you notice a patch of space that seems to be darker than the rest, and it's kind of slowly approaching.
Chaps? Yonder. A little bit of wiggly space. Is that
a ship of some
something to be
kind?
all at all concerned about? About how long do we have before it arrives?
It is going quite slowly. So I would say
Make sure one of the ballistas
a couple
is
of
loaded.
minutes.
Yeah, we'll make sure the ballistas are loaded then.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I do every day.
It's,
Keep an eye on it.
so, have we just wandered into the path of an asteroid, or
Yes.
was it flung at us to stop, like the Roadrunner and
given
the
what-
A rocky debris field floats just outside
Oh,
your
okay.
ship's
Is
air
this
envelope.
an extra systemic debris field, or are we orbiting a sun?
This is not a. This is like an aberrant thing. This is not like a.
This isn't a system.
You're not in a belt, an asteroid belt.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I don't think. Remember, we're in a beholder ship. We're not in like a spelljammer. Like if.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't the.
Oh yeah, we
this
don't
isn't-
have ballistas, do we?
This isn't.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't the person that would go. Hey, I'm gonna fuck with that thing.
Oh yeah, so we're just a rocky ship hiding in an asteroid field.
Essentially, yes. But there's a dark shape over there that
Oh,
looks
I-
like it's doing things.
Well, let's wait and
See what
see
it
what
is.
it is.
We'll just hide.
You're just gonna let it come.
Yeah, I'll hide.
You see
Can we roll stealth for the ship?
Well, no.
It's camouflaged in an
You
asteroid field.
yes,
there,
if you want to.
I would rather hide within the ship, not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if you
This is a couple of days later, yeah?
Yeah.
yes, it's the third day.
So we have long rested
Yes.
successfully. Yeah, cool.
So if you let it approach,
Yeah.
it'll come right up to your ship and decloak.
Ooh.
You see a strange distortion in space. Moments before, a winged shark-like creature appears in front of you. And do I have the handout?
Oh, shit snacks.
But there's a man on it.
To give?
What ho, I
There
shall
we
call
are.
in GIF.
I will also hail in GIF.
Oh, he's badass.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
A shark-like creature appears in front of you. It has blue skin, 4 wings, and a horn-like protrusion on its head. An armoured figure rides on its back. The rider looks at you. Hail to you! I've come to retrieve something that is of interest to my employer. Please produce the human named Mikan Haverstance, and all will be well.
We do not
Well,
have.
that is interesting. We don't have him.
Yes, he's not here. Who is your employer, by out of curiosity?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Oh! Plus.
Is this persuasion, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Assuming we're adding guidance in there. 27.
Jesus.
Fuck. It narrows its eyes at you. Why would you risk your lives to protect the traitor?
I do want to make it perfectly clear. A deal is not off the table here. But unfortunately, it wouldn't be made with us.
How did you know he was a traitor?
Yes, that's why we're asking who you're working for.
Can I
we're
have?
very confused.
Can I roll insight here? See, is this Mickens' employer, or at least a shadowy arm of said? Yeah.
Vaxis just goes, wait, Micken was a traitor?
Jesus Christ.
Just retire, man.
Just go back to bed.
What's that from?
That's
That's
Brooklyn.
Scully.
Brooklyn
Yeah,
Nine-Nine,
Brooklyn
Brooklyn Scully,
Yeah,
yeah.
where he says Captain Salt's not gay.
Captain Todd's gay.
Yeah. That's a dirty 20 this time.
26.
You can
okay.
make that assumption, yeah.
Yes.
Why don't you take us to your employer then, and we'll find
yeah,
out.
we're actually very keen on meeting your employer.
Yes.
Fuck you.
Why
Well,
not?
there's no need for that language.
Okay.
Unless it was an invitation, because he's up for it.
Glances over
Look
you.
how he looks really cool.
It's
I'm not into that. Yeah,
I'm kind of into that. Huh?
yeah fair
Oh,
enough.
okay. In that case, that one's up for it.
I can be anything you want, dear.
true.
Yeah.
Changing to himself.
I don't think he's into that.
Is he that
I don't.
narcissistic?
Let's see. No, I'm not getting the strong narcissism vibes for this
Are
one.
any of you on the weaponry? Because I know you said you.
We don't. Do we even have it on the
Oh, you don't, do you?
This is, yeah.
We're just like there's like a porthole, and we're
Yeah,
all
we're
just
just kind
standing
of
there going.
peering out an eye socket.
Yeah. Why don't you come in? We'll have a meal, and we can discuss whatever we want to discuss.
You'll let me search.
Sure. He's not here, so why not?
Does his uniform bear any kind of insignia that might give away?
No.
Okay. No. I didn't think so, but
You still won't tell us who you're working for.
No.
How about look, and in a sign of mutual trust,
Why would I trust you?
why would we trust you either? We're letting you into the place to
Yeah,
search.
we haven't technically given any reason not to trust us.
That is also true. Except for the ship we're in.
But also, we think Micken's a prick, so.
Kind of.
can we talk telepathically to each
Yeah.
other?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't our cover that Micken died?
Was it?
No.
I can't remember.
I don't.
I don't think so.
I don't think we faked his death, no.
I-
But we could fake his death right now.
We could fake this guy's death really, really well.
Well, I'm trying to remember because either we faked his death or there was an explosion and we pretended that we didn't know what
Well,
had happened.
so the only people who know he's alive are us, the chef.
We either kept the fact that he was a traitor as a
We had
big
covered it up that he was a traitor. I don't think
That
we covered up. I don't think we said he had died. Anyway.
No, I knew we'd covered up one of the two.
Yeah.
So obviously,
We
the
definitely
peop-
covered up that he was a traitor.
No, I
Okay.
think that's
Yeah.
So we.
Who do you think we work for?
The Academy.
All right. So you know who we work for, maybe, and we would like to know who you work for, maybe.
Why would I tell you?
I think you work for what was his name? The hound? No, not the dog, not the hound, not the wolf.
Hyena. Hyena.
No.
Are you mixing it up with the old wolf who was our boss?
I might be thinking that. Yes. No, there is another name. His rival, his biggest rival, or the guy who thinks
Could
he's.
we make a history check to remember something that we've definitely forgotten in character? 28.
It makes you feel better. 7 for me. So.
9.
15.
Vocaf.
Vocaf?
Never heard of him.
Inside check.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not as good. 18.
And I rolled a natural 20.
He rolled a 7, so of course he knows who he is.
Oh, so you work for Vocaf. Oh, that's
Yes,
fine.
yes. We look. So we're all kind of aware of what we want. You want Micken, yes?
Where is he?
We don't have him. We haven't had him for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Telepathically linked?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, this guy is an enemy of the Academy and has tried to kill us and successfly killed other
Yeah,
cadets.
like Rune's talking to him, and she's like pulling daggers out, and
Yeah. Has he come aboard? Okay, so...
Look,
Okay.
you come aboard.
So-
you can search for Micken if you want
Yeah.
to, and we can have a discussion as we go around.
How sincere are you being?
Half. About half.
I very sincerely want him to search the ship.
Yeah. I very sincerely want him in the ship off the giant, shark monster.
Roll me a deception.
Okay.
I did roll a deception and it's actually good. With
Okay.
my -3.
Okay.
How close does he get for this conversation?
As you see on there, if you click the picture away.
He's sort of next to the ship.
Okay.
10 feet away. kind of.
Okay.
So,
25.
how much did you roll?
I'm pretty sure
25.
it's the wrong ship.
I don't know what his stats are, and I want him aboard because we need answers. He has rolled a 5 on presumably his insight check.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
15 total, taking into account my extremely negative charisma.
He comes on board.
Without a shark.
He will misty step onto the ship.
Right.
Does he appear to have a casting focus?
No,
It's an innate ability.
maybe.
But maybe he can only do it so many times.
I
So
think, yeah,
Vocaf,
let's-
how's he to work for? Is he better than the Spelljammer? Is it what's kind of profit sharing are we looking at here? We're kind of curious. We're not really, we're trying things out.
Pays well.
Pays well. How many people have you murdered? I'm not big on the murdering of innocent people.
So many people.
Right, cool.
All enemies, of
I'm
course.
going to stab, telepathic, I'm going to stab him in the head.
Just say when.
30 insight. He's killed a lot of people, hasn't he? Yeah.
Can we?
I want to cast grease on him. I'm not saying I cast grease on him, but I do want to cast grease on him.
Fine. 1, 2, 3.
Lure him further away from.
Yeah,
the
can we
bow.
get him
Yeah.
deep
It's
into the ship?
It's a big place to search.
It's a big place. The bottom of the bowl at the bottom of the ship where there's no exits or entrances for ages. There's that pile of things. Go search in there if you think it's something. You wanted to search the ship. This is the ship.
To go into a pile, to get into search a pile of trash, I'm going to need another success, please.
So this is what's left of our kitchen.
Deception.
Sorry.
21.
God, 6. I'm not sure about over here.
So you will telepathically get, I'm sure all will soon be forgiven.
Gets
All will soon be fixed.
what is it? A great sword and just starts.
So as his back is turned to us,
A little tiny sort of micro drone pops up, sort of pobbles on next to him, looks up at him, and just explodes in grease.
Roll me initiative, people.
Yep.
A dex save of dex save targeting a 16.
Natural 20 on initiative,
ooh,
which means I'm gonna grapple him.
Nice.
18.
1 second.
Just like the little robot eye looks up at him.
As two giant hands just go.
I don't think this combat's going to last very long, if I'm honest.
No.
He fuck off. He rolled a 4 on his dex save.
He is prone.
So, remember we need him alive.
Yeah.
for answers.
Oh yes, that's true.
Okay, so all these attacks are going to be non-lethal.
Yeah.
I'm going to suggest telepathically to Jex that the best thing that Jex... No, are you piloting?
No, Jax was piloting.
Jex piloting? Yeah, just start driving...
No, it was you.
No,
You-
it was.
Oh, it was me.
you?
Sorry.
Yeah, because
Yeah, just start piloting the ship as fast away as possible and get us into warp.
Oh, away from the shark. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Cool.
Presumably the shark can follow us, but, you know, funny regardless.
Ooh. What's in that one on initiative? It's a 4, but it's still in that one.
I need to get back to the Spelljammer.
how
I'm sure to get piloted. So.
how does the initiative modifier work? What's it a combination of?
It's your dex.
It's just Dex.
Just
Unless
raw dex.
unless you have something that means it's not. which is like
Specifically, bards add half their proficiency because Jack of all trades adds 2.
Oh yes, that's right.
There we go. I was wondering how it was 5 because I thought it was Dex and that's a +4.
What's your initiative?
4.
And yours?
20.
20. And yours?
18.
And yours?
23.
Bloody hell. Okay. So you all get a surprise action, I guess.
Well, he's now prone because of the grease,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, in that case it's going to be a bludgeoning... some of the Eldritch Claw tattoo hands...
From?
Says the kid. Says the threatening kid.
No. You threatened us.
He did
because-
not.
Because he's prone, this has advantage.
does.
Uh-huh.
Was my...
That's a natural 20
Oh.
before I even roll the advantage.
Was, I presume my part of the surprise round was the casting of grease. Correct. That's fine. I will shillelagh as a bonus action.
Cool.
Nice.
So that is 12 bludgeoning damage. Plus, he needs to... It's been a while.
We're real overachievers, you know. Hey, we've got your adamantium and also this guy.
Sorry, I need to...
Oh, am I going to miss being fun, I do. At some point, that synaptic snapback is going to stick the, right up the mouth eating tubules.
Ido is going to be on his... This is Ido on his gap year, right?
I mean, regular Ido is Ido on his gap year.
What is it? I believe it's as a bonus action. I can't remember where it is, but bonus action I make a grapple check. So his choice of athletics or acrobatics. Don't know if being prone gives him disadvantage on this.
So
I have placed this so he is on one corner of the grease, by the way. So that
I've got 15-foot reach.
of course you do.
That's 23. He's got to beat 23 to avoid being grappled.
and that's either a strength.
Yeah. He's not having
Hey,
a
you
good
remember
time.
that?
For the recording. Oh.
Remember that combat in the Wellspring?
Uh-huh.
How's it feel?
Yeah, great.
Oh, also attack rolls against the creature are made with advantage until the start of my next turn because of the Crusher feat.
Jesus.
Double advantage.
And I push him further into the grease because I can move him 5 feet. Just as part of my action.
Rune.
So, yeah, I rush up and I try to just bludgeon his head with 2 psychic daggers. First roll is an 18 plus lots.
Hit.
So it's that plus... yes, that plus those. And... 17 points of damage. Non-lethal.
17.
Yep. And the second dagger whips around to the temple. Oh, I have advantage. Sorry. I don't know if that's going to hit or not. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Cool.
Meets it, beats it.
1 point of damage.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it for me.
Checks.
So do our phase pistol things, do they have a stun function?
Can we set our phases to stun?
No, they. Well, yes, they would have stuff. In terms of non-lethal damage, yes.
Yeah. Not as in one
they
hit.
don't cause the stunned condition, but they,
No, sorry.
they can cause non-lethal.
Yeah. Okay, in that case, because he's grappled, do I get advantage, or because it's a ranged attack, I don't get anything?
As a ranged attack, because he's prone, you would have disadvantage.
It will cancel
But
because
it'll
you have
cancel
advantage,
because-
so you just roll flat.
So yeah, he's lying flat, but you're holding him in place, so they balance each other out. Okay, cool. That's an 18 to hit.
Hits.
So that's 8 non-lethal pew pew damage. Cool. Yep. Done.
That's a surprise round.
My turn?
Yep.
Okay, at the start of my turn, because he's grappled, he takes a d4 of damage.
As a medical man, how do I
That's
imagine this
4.
chap is doing?
It's 4 bludgeoning damage, non-lethal. And now I make my attack.
This is lethal, right?
No. No, but I am going to use my giant spectral hands to pick him up and just bonk his head on the floor. Okay, that is 18 plus...
To hit.
18 plus something to
That
hit.
hits.
Yeah. Oh, that's a 26 to hit.
Can you do less than 7 damage?
I will do exactly 7 damage as my minimum.
Then he's unconscious.
I did exactly 7 damage.
Hey!
Mazel
Good job,
tov.
everybody. Right, let's go through his pockets and tie him up. Stand up, chaps.
What do we do about the...
Does the shark look cross at all?
What?
Yes.
Does it look more cross than it did before he left it outside? Or does it look naturally cross all the time anyway?
Naturally cross.
Does it have saddlebags?
No.
Okay, so all of the gear
Just
that
a
he
riding
has,
harness and then...
Yeah, but there's nothing like attached to it in terms of.
We just drive away,
I
is
think we
it?
just drive away.
I
Ooh, I know what I shall do. I shall pick up some of the enchanted bait that I bought, and I'll throw that out to distract it. Great, go.
Yep, going.
This is effectively a horse in space, so it's just gonna...
Could we nick it?
I don't really
It
want...
doesn't seem friendly.
No.
It's got a lot of teeth, and I know we've just had the discussion about teeth and not necessarily being friend or unfriend.
Okay, so we won't bother with this one, but I want it on the record that I want one of those.
That's fine. We can have a
Noted.
look later. Wanting things is a good first step as well. Anyways, that's beside the point. We are going. Yeah, we're going the fuck out of there.
So here's the thing, we'll tie him up. Obviously,
Yes.
I've got manacles, which I shall clap on him.
He can miss these.
He can still Misty Step. So here is my slightly fucked up pitch, but Ido is not the most moral of beings right now. Is there any way I could dose him with anesthetics to keep him unconscious until we get back? With a medicine check.
And a charge of your healer's kit.
Oh, sold, sir.
I mean, we're running low, but that's a good use.
17 plus 3 plus 28. And
We could also. Oh wait, no, never mind.
basically, I will give up any remaining crafting time I have, because what I'll do is I'll be sitting by him monitoring his odds,
Sure.
basically, for the rest of this journey.
Yeah.
And I don't need to sleep, so I can do it 24 hours a day.
Yeah, all good.
I'm a patient.
All of you roll me an int check.
Ooh, that is a 26.
That is 18.
21.
25, sorry.
I will give you this. I equated the shark thing as a horse. It's not the sort of thing that would be on its own in space.
Oh. There's a group of these assholes out here.
Yes, which is why we're going.
Yeah, we book it.
We might get chased though, but that's fine.
So you clear the asteroid field and just book it back for...
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
engage war.
As soon as we can.
Yeah, you make it.
Because
Wait.
they can't interact with us in war,
Wait.
can they?
What if this is his base?
Or the asteroid field.
Yeah.
Oh,
And Micken's girlfriend was missing.
right.
Ooh.
Wake him up.
Go on then. They say if we're doing this before we leave, I'll
So
just.
you won't have anesthetics.
I won't have anaesthetic them yet.
He'll
I'll-
still be unconscious from the beating.
Permission to keep the 28 and the healers get used for if we put that plan into action. I'll put 1 point in escrow.
Can we?
Can you half anaesthetize him so he's drowsy and yeah?
Sure.
How does
He's got like 1 HP left.
Do we know how Misty Step is cast? Like if we were to tie his hands up or something?
When he misty stepped earlier, did he do any gestures?
Can you do any like words or
He may
anything?
have said something.
Yeah, we need him unless we communicate telepathically.
I can manage that.
Okay, so if we gag him,
Roll me an Arcana check.
I did not.
20.
The only component is a V.
It's a verbal, yeah.
The verbal.
And gag him, and I can communicate with him telepathically.
Most certainly.
So then
I
we-
mean,
Rexus, your oldest, smelliest sock, if you will.
I've also got a safety pin
What? No. What would that be for?
through the tongue,
No!
no.
What is wrong with you?
and then pin it to his cheek.
No,
So it
no,
doesn't
okay.
move.
no,
Go.
no.
Get out.
We have a healer's kit.
No.
No, the Mantocratic Oath does specifically state first, do no harm.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't
Then the
take
second is do a bit of harm sometimes for a treat.
That sounds.
I didn't
Right.
take that oath.
No torture.
Not torture, just being practical. But
This
fine,
is-
fine,
this-
fine.
The Geneva Convention hasn't been written, but I think this violates it. Right.
Oh, the old Cormier Convention.
Yeah,
yes.
that's one. But stock in the mouth is fine. Right. Wake him up.
I shall awaken him.
You do so.
And he does have my
Hello.
smelliest sock in his mouth.
I won't have actually gagged him with a sock. I'll gag him with fresh gauze
Okay.
and then bandage around the face.
Yes, all this talk of a pin safety
Hello,
pin.
chap. That's rather unfortunate for you, isn't it? So you're from round here, then?
Telepathically. He can reply telepathically as well.
Can.
Ah, you don't want to. Well, do you see? So something is about. Where are your friends that are in the area, and is this your base?
Oh, Vaxus has his sword, by the way.
Ah.
Sword.
Is that a silver
Silver.
sword?
Is it silvery?
Is it the traditional Gith silver sword that's their birthright?
Might be. Might be.
So there's a lot of void of space out there. That's a very shiny sword.
Vax is currently polishing it.
What do you want to know?
Where is your boss? And more importantly, where is Micken's girlfriend, fiance?
Who?
Mikun's other half, spouse, person, cared, beloved, mammalian mating partner was...
Where's your boss? Where's his base? You don't have loyalty to him beyond the fact he pays you. And you can't get paid if you're dead.
He can kill me too.
He can. If we kill him first, it doesn't really matter to you, does it?
If this sword were to be destroyed, would your Lich Queen give you a new one?
Yes. Yes.
I think that's a lie.
I'm going to roll insight on that. I believe him.
Look, sword, no sword, whatever.
And that case, I'll go, oh, in that case, I don't want to bother looking after it. Just throw it behind me without looking.
That's going to be so very many.
You're...
There's a 19 on the die. Insight is +6. 29.
On insight?
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, yes, no.
Your boss kidnapped an innocent young woman to coerce another innocent young man into committing acts of terror. Yes, I know you don't. You probably don't. And maybe you do. Maybe you heard a little bit about it. You heard Mikin is a traitor, right?
Is there anything special about that asteroid?
It's just a rock.
But there's not got a hidden moon base in it or anything.
No. Just... No.
How many
Insight
of your
check.
chums are in the vicinity?
We have vessels everywhere.
That's not the question I asked, though, is it?
I've always wondered if I could bend a sword into a perfect circle.
Ooh!
There's a ship nearby.
How many people?
8.
What? I will pop. I will just move the gas slightly. Right into a spell. Pop it down and go click.
I thought we weren't torturing him.
Oh, not. That was delicious.
You gave him like 3.
Also, it's rich in copper.
Right, where is your ship then?
You can't see the smile behind the whatever you've covered his mouth with. Any luck, it'll already be on its way.
Right, so push off then, chaps.
I'd really like to know where the
Well,
boss
we've got a
is.
bargaining chip to try and get
They
Mittens.
don't give
They
a
don't
shit
care.
about
No.
him.
We've got a guide.
Ah, yes, guide work.
So there are 8 crew members. Are there any hostages aboard the ship?
No, we're going to take one from you.
Micken.
Micken.
Why Micken? He's worthless. And scrawny, pathetic.
For what he
And
knows.
ugly.
He did succeed twice. 3 times.
What he did to you?
For what he knows.
What does he know?
Oh, he
I
knows.
don't know.
He doesn't know anything.
Oh, so you were looking to retrieve Micken and interrogate him for what he has been able to learn about the Spelljammer Academy?
No, we'd take him. Alive, maybe, but the most important thing is you don't have him.
Oh, because the things that Micken knows.
Yes,
But
yes.
Micken doesn't know much.
Micken's an idiot.
Yes, unfortunately, that is true as well.
And his
But
eyes
he's-
are too close together.
but he's
And I
a
don't like him.
but he's a
So Joe really wanted to say that with a straight face, which is good enough.
But he's a sweet idiot. He was doing it for love, and that's kind of nice. I really want to know where his fiancée is. And if you can't tell me, you better figure that out really quickly, or you'll be able to tell me where I can find out who that is, because I'm getting upset.
You know, something else.
Doesn't even have a fiance.
What?
Shit, is he lying to us
Was he
about
lying?
that?
He would probably say anything to get out of saving his own skin.
That's true. Why is Micken working for you?
Because they have his fiancée.
No. Why is Micken working for you?
No, he's not my employee.
You know, I've been curious, if you bent a sword perfectly in the middle and then threw it away, would it come back?
My orders
Yes!
were to retrieve Micken and kill him if I can't. I don't know why. That was my orders.
Right.
Right.
Where were you going to go back to?
Rendezvous point.
Okay. Where?
He'll give you a place about a day's away from Toril.
Right. You weren't out here alone, though.
A day away from Toril.
So they're real close.
That's manageable though, and that's we need to go there anyway. So
Go to Toril, then come
go to Toril and bounce back. Yeah.
Yeah. And say we know where they're going to meet up, and then we just...
It's not like he was going to
ambush
go the other way. The Vokath or whatever his name is that or is that a dragon priest in Skyrim?
Vokath is the right.
That is the right one.
Might also be a dragon.
Yeah, it might also. Anyway,
Yeah.
he won't be expecting to meet this guy to be at the rendezvous point for what 14 days or so, 13 days.
Yeah.
So if we go now, just book it back to Toral, they won't be that late for the rendezvous.
But they also know this is actually really good.
Because they think Mitten's here.
Yes, which means that everyone who was involved in transferring him off the ship is not a spy.
Hey! Isn't that nice?
You've been very helpful in some ways, in others less so.
Do you know what this is? I'll hold up the blast plate from the that I got from the storeroom.
Piece of metal.
Do you want a good conk?
Right. Right.
You know, I wasn't actually trying to intimidate him with that last one. I genuinely want to know if
So-
I bent it in the middle.
I kind of do, but I would keep trying because that is, and I cannot stress enough, incredibly valuable.
It looks
It's
like
also incredibly mine now.
that is true.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got so violent with him. I just really don't like people controlling other people.
Smash the system.
And his
Indeed.
kneecaps.
You know me so well, Maxis.
You have an issue with violence that is concerning. I will,
I'm looking for an outlet.
punch walls. Not
I
these
think
ones.
I will enact the anesthetic protocol from this point out.
Okay.
And then, yeah, we'll just book it back to Toral until something happens that means we don't.
You've got to identify, right?
Yes.
Going to get you to identify the
I
silver
will
sword.
identify the silver sword.
It is a bog standard silver sword. That is typical of the gift night thing.
Yeah. So it's not the +3 silver great sword that can
No.
sever the astral cord and
No.
yeah. I did need to check, you understand?
We need to feed and water this guy.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Okay.
I'll give him some intravenous fluids and glucose and...
Alright, fine. That's whatever. As long as he doesn't die of starvation or...
It's really interesting because they've got yellow blood, you see, at Yankee. And that's actually because the iron is in a 3+ valency state rather than a 2+, like in humans.
I also heard here they hatch from eggs.
Neat.
Is that the thing?
Yeah.
I don't think I hatch.
I'm more of a human vet, but, you know.
I mean, I was on a slave ship with a Githyanki and found out a lot about this.
I think my blood is black.
Do you mind if I...
Yeah.
I'll give it a little sort of...
It's probably
Scoop
black.
needle and-
I
yeah,
think
but-
I think changing blood is black.
I'll be doing some little hematological assays and stuff while I'm monitoring the dude.
Sure.
It'd be so much easier if I orderly attached.
What are you doing to the blood specifically?
Oh, what to runes?
Mm-hmm.
I'll create a little centrifuge and spin it out and see if I can separate out like the white blood cells and anything like that. Because presumably rune has an immune system. Have you ever been ill? Like had a cold, sniffle,
think
like
so. No.
an infection?
No.
Do you
If
find
you-
any threads in the blood?
I mean, I'll be looking for abnormalities in it.
How would you detect that?
Under a microscope, I would look by detect magic, by detect evil and good for the sake of it. These are things I can do as a ritual or that I have in my doctor's tools. So.
Oh
Decent
no. I've turned a bit into something bad.
So
Welcome to the club!
aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, plus detect magic, and I'll whack it and identify as well. Because those are all 3 rituals, and yeah. I like the concept of for an artificer ritual is just do some science for a bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but actually just do the work.
The even if this silver sword
Mm.
was the +3 legendary thing
Yeah, yeah.
that severs astral cords
Cord,
and
yeah.
blood, it only has those properties when wielded by a Githyanki.
That's true, yeah.
So yeah, we still wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
But it would be more valuable to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make shit out of.
It's odd. It's not aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
Yes.
So you don't get
Is it etheric
a
radiation?
positive result.
Get a Geiger meter out.
But you don't get a negative result either. It's like it's adjacent to one of those things. Very faint. Incredibly faint.
If I volunteer some of my blood and you do the same tests, do you get the same
You're
result?
only too happy.
Okay.
Jex, could I take a bit of your cytoplasm?
Yes, why not?
Should I be concerned about medical things or something? Am I going to die?
I don't. I mean, it
Well,
doesn't.
we're all
look-
gonna die.
I don't think it looks like you can become sick, which is interesting. I'll take some of my own hemolymph as well and compare them all.
I was kind of hoping this would just be like a fun, hey, your blood is black, your blood is blue, your blood is green.
But
Hey.
my blood's
serendipity is the lifeblood of science, ironically enough.
His blood's yellow.
Yes.
I mean, my blood was red last time I checked. I'm not sure the last time I actually bled.
So I'm just thinking about an Uno reverse card.
Yeah. It's a good one.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
Everything. If you look hard enough.
But what's interesting about... What, you found something in my blood?
Well, currently I'm looking at Vaxis, and it appears his erythrocytes, his red blood cells, actually have biceps, which is fascinating.
It's shocking.
Awaiting scientific conclusions. Leave it just a moment, and I'll get back to you when the
As
video
always.
is finished speaking.
Alright.
Highs.
Okay. Nothing.
I think. Yes, there's some form of possibly mutation or possibly radiation-induced metamorphosis in your blood. Does his blood have? Does Rune, they, her?
Her, they, kind of.
Does her blood have cells? Mm-hmm. And so it carries oxygen. There's no white blood cells to speak of, which is extremely curious. You must be extremely resistant to disease.
I've never been sick. I don't think any of my family has been sick. But then we can change it to anything. So maybe we just change into something that
That
doesn't...
isn't affected by that particular bacteria.
Yes. It could
That
be
would
chaotic.
suggest epigenetic change on a truly cataclysmic scale. Why has no one scienced you before? It's great!
There are not that many of us.
I'm a lucky boy.
But then I saw-
Basically, you're fine. If anything, slightly better than fine.
Oh. Well, that's good.
You're inherently magical, but we knew that already.
Would you have ever done this to a changeling before?
No.
Okay.
Like gnomes, even like auto gnomes and stuff would have taken a lot of oil samples.
Mhm.
But I think Rune is the first changeling I'd ever met. Because as you say, they're quite relatively rare and
A whole ship of them is weird in of itself.
Mhm.
yeah.
What happened?
And like changelings are outside of his normal specialty as well. So
What do you think would happen if Rune donated for a transfusion?
If I
Not that
turn-
I'm volunteering.
Well, if I turn into you
ooh,
And
that's
then
a great point.
take the blood.
and then take some blood.
Do I get the same effect if I withdraw Rune's blood while Rune is transformed?
Yes.
I think it is innate to your particular form. I wouldn't advise it because, as I say, humans have 3 types of immunoglobulin. They are pieces of small hair-like protuberances from the surface of the cell. They record the immune response, and this particular would be they go in A, B, and O. You can have A, B, O, or AB, which is where you have one of each. And there's also the rhesus vectors. Now, so I'll have my little projector stand up again and drawing like hollow chalk on there and stuff.
You need like a
See here.
little guy.
See,
just
and then this, and I point down to just a series of alien hieroglyphics. This is what Rune has. I don't think you want it in you.
That's
kind
fair. I'm just going to go back to building this shelf.
It's kind of pretty.
Do you think the medical school would have covered changelings, even in the theoretical sense?
Yeah, I reckon a bit like how my degree covered, I don't know, fucking
Extinct bugs.
no, because I had quite a lot of paleobiology, like fish.
Mhm.
I was an insect biologist, but I did learn some stuff about like Psychopterygian and Acterygian fish.
Roll me a medicine check.
This-
25.
25.
You get 25?
I can. Not with that I can't, but I'm really tempted. I'm going to spend the inspiration. Medicine is 8, so I need a 15 on this. I'm spending my point of inspiration. No. It was close, but it wasn't there. Yeah.
How close? Like guidance close?
You already used guidance.
I got guidance myself
right.
to do it. Yeah.
Sure.
I suppose you can use your side ice.
No.
No, because I can use it on
you.
somebody else's.
Yeah.
My own.
I don't have medicine, so I can't give you advantage on that.
No, it's okay.
Does Rune? I don't remember.
Mike, does Jex have any medicine?
As in the skill.
Yes, he's half proficient in it, so...
I think you need to be full proficient to provide the help action. Unless Rich allows it.
It is something that I can research at a later date if you are interested in me doing so.
I'm very curious. My chip was weird.
There's a library at the Spelljammer Academy, is there not?
There probably is, but the medical side of it, it's not like you're going to a medical institution. You're going to what is effectively a pioneer / expedition / merchant force rather than a medical one.
I got a 22, so I didn't get there, and yeah, I'm out of things that would let me add to that, so I might stay a mystery for now.
Don't want to burn my natural 20 just yet. Feels a waste.
I have a portent die.
Okay.
In fact, I have two. I'll spend one.
Will I get you there?
It will get me handsomely there.
Then what you deduce is whatever is affecting Rune is not because he's a changeling.
It appears to be completely unrelated to your physiology and physiognomy.
It's specific to him.
All right.
It is. Yes, I imagine if I drew the blood of a different changeling, it wouldn't look like this. Or at least it wouldn't have this particular epigenetic change. Old Ida's coming back, sorry.
Right. Does
It's been a
she
few days.
like Rune holds out the ring, the bit of twine that's around her finger? Does this remind you of that somehow? Like you've cast Identify on this, you got the magical feeling from it.
Similar, but not identical.
It is the same energy signature, yes.
So when I interacted with Istis, she did something to me to make
Changed
me...
you in some way. Could I make the assumption, noble dungeon master, that it was more on the celestial side of things?
Might be.
I think you're a little bit god-touched.
Oh. Well, given I've touched a god, that... Sure.
Accurate, yes. Right, off we fuck then!
Yes.
So we're going to the ship or going back to the academy?
Academy, I think.
Cool. Perfect,
Academy
yeah.
first to drop the rock off.
Is there anything else we need to
The
do?
hostage.
Yeah,
And the hostage.
the rock and a prisoner, yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
We can't keep him indefinitely anyways, and I don't want to take him with us when we rendezvous.
Yeah. Engage.
You make contact when you arrive at Toril. No
Yeah,
incident.
yeah.
You make contact with the academy. The flyty foundling comes back up to greet you in orbit above.
That's the one that drew
That's
us
the
up
one
to,
that dropped
yeah.
you off. They will send staff members on board to take the adamantine
Here you
thing,
go.
as well as a relief crew to take the beholder ship.
Yeah.
And they'll escort you back to the academy.
And we found this dude.
Yes.
Who is he?
Who are we speaking to?
Yes.
He's boasting a Tate.
That's one of the people who took me
Yeah,
back
yeah,
before.
No, it was, oh yes, because she kicked. Yeah.
So, this chap came around looking for Mikan in order to possibly assassinate or otherwise capture him in order that Mikan not be able to divulge information to the Academy. So, as far as Vokath is concerned, who this chap works for and presumably wanted to take Mikan on behalf of, this chap here, Mikan is, Sorry, Joe's brain is gone. This is not 21 intelligence going through right now.
So this is the faction. We believe it's the faction that is blackmailing or otherwise holding hostage Micken's loved ones. Although
Whether that is true is a matter of some debate.
yes, they definitely work for the faction that has been either working with or pressuring Micken. Whether they hold hostages is questionable at this stage.
I'd like to roll insight on this person that we're talking to, the bosun
Mhm.
Bosun Tarto, yes.
Oh man.
You do still have him, don't you?
18.
Of course we have him. He's very secure.
You seemed extremely insecure to me.
No, other type.
Do you roll an insight?
Yeah, I as well 24.
This news doesn't come as a surprise.
Been interrogating the old Mickey boy, have we?
We've gained some valuable information from him.
He was cooperative. Why? Why with the drill?
I assumed.
Oh, he didn't. He didn't need to.
I didn't know him.
What a qualified statement you have there.
I promised him I'd help him. Please, don't. He doesn't need to be hurt.
This chap, on the other hand,
He was
Oh yes, this guy.
He was coerced but not tortured.
He's recovering.
He's recovering. Right. Okay.
Mm.
Very well. Well, this guy tortured the shit out of him. He's killed lots of people and done horrible things.
I'm sure we can verify a few things.
if he doesn't talk because of the torturing, then threaten his sword.
He really doesn't like that.
Or just huff him really hard in the nads. They hate that.
Excellent.
And they can cast Misty Step, so...
That's what the Kendall defense is for on changelings.
If I had the power to award you its
So he will take the gift hanky away.
Also, he comes with his free sack so that people can't see him. There you go.
Yeah.
What did you just do?
I put him in a big sack.
Oh, okay.
Big burlap
I thought you
bag.
grabbed the bag of holding or something.
No.
Okay.
He's got 10 minutes.
Right, do we need to report in to anybody or anything?
Take the night. Report in the morning.
Oh, I like that. Like a nice sleep.
This guy was supposed to be with like 8 others, rendezvousing about a day's travel from here.
Where are the rest of his crew?
We didn't find them.
We left before.
They scarred.
So
Grab
they
this
could be
guy
on their
and
way
left.
here.
Possibly.
No, they were already going to be at Toril. Is that right?
They could be on the way here, actually, to be fair. There were...
They were looking for Micken. You didn't have Micken, so they're going to...
Well, they don't know that we didn't have
They
him.
only this chap now knows that Micken wasn't with us.
Okay.
So they could have followed us here, to be fair.
They will be looking for us, but yes.
But that would be stupid to attack the Spelljammer Academy directly, wouldn't it?
Like they have for the last month, 2
They've
months.
used subterfuge though, rather than.
They've attacked it passively rather than directly, but
I suppose...
If they want him that badly.
Does he know anything that valuable?
Not that we've discovered yet.
Maybe it's something he doesn't know he knows?
Or maybe he's holding something back because he's afraid. But if he knows that these guys were ordered to kill him if they couldn't rescue him, maybe he'd be more willing to give up the information.
We'll take it on board. We've got it from here.
Right. I'm interested in having a nice sleep in a good bed.
yes, sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go to the library.
Just have a long rest. Oh, library.
Oh, yeah, just to read a book.
Okay.
Just not very specific. Just he
That's
just
how he
wants to
goes
get
to
lost
sleep.
in a fantasy book.
Fair.
Which is no, I suppose everything's fantasy here. And a lovely fiction book.
I've got a rather cheeky medical textbook which deals with humanic medicine. If you want to have a go on that, it's a riot.
So I'm just going to read up Pretty Princesses.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you do anything before your long rest?
Do we need to stock up on medical?
Yeah. How low on medkits are we running?
It's been a while since I've checked in, so I don't know.
I know we've used a couple.
So we've used 2 full medkits.
Oh God.
We have 8 full medkits remaining.
You're in danger of running
If
out.
you approach the quartermaster, he would look at you. No.
We weren't going to.
Incredible.
So the next day arrives, and you report for duty. You're given, oddly, some menial tasks for your first day back. Whether that's because they're busy with their new shipmate, their new companion, or their new friend. I don't know. But either way, you're instructed to clean the decks of the flighty foundling.
Oh God! I should not have slept in the library.
Would I be able to, when I actually go, when I go up to the quartermaster's cage, and he goes, no, and he slams it down and says, no, I don't actually want any medkits. I do believe we have got plenty. Could I buy a shield, please?
Just the one.
Just the one.
And you go back.
And then just bad temporarily shoved out of a slot. I gave my last one to an ogre.
And he lifts the shield up and gives you your shield. He taps a little sign. 1 per customer.
Is that a new sign by
It
any
is a new
chance?
sign.
Yeah.
The last time I caused a rule to be made, I was at med school.
Wow. Why does that not surprise me that you've done it before?
Dissections are to be performed on cadavers only.
No.
So, if you prepare, go and check in for duty, you're instructed to clean the decks of the ship and prepare it for the next flight.
Maybe subtly I'd be asking where Micken is, just to see if they tell me, or if they kind of like the chefs.
They will tell you he is guarded behind a magical lock. He cannot get out.
Well, I just wanted to visit him to see how he was doing, but okay.
Almost impossible.
Have all the attacks stopped at the academy since?
There's been no attack since you've left.
In 32 days.
Yeah. It's a good sign.
How is the lady who didn't like Rune?
Oh yes,
She's still there.
Was she injured or was she just
we
embarrassed?
saved her
You
life
saved her life from the barbed glory.
twice.
She's recovered and she's off on a cadet mission.
Could we also check in with Whizpop?
Whizpop, hello. Bop, 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 bop.
How are you doing, Squire?
Hello, friends.
How are you doing?
Great. I've been helping out. I've been moving boxes around. I've been helping where I can.
Jolly good. You plan to kick around the old academy for a bit then?
For a while, I like it here.
Jolly good.
Bop, 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 bop.
How about everyone's favourite New York chef?
Hey! How was your trip, guys?
It was very good.
Eventful, sir.
Oh, what happened?
We ran into Beholder. No, not
Spectators, gazers,
ogre.
a one-eyed ogre.
Uh,
That's not a metaphor.
It's not a it's not a Cyclops either. It was actually an ogre. What else did we found some really strange things out there in the middle of nowhere.
I got really high on psionic energy accidentally.
That
Sweet.
happened.
Do you eat well?
Oh yes, Jex
No,
is tremendously talented.
Jex is tremendously talented. We broke the kitchen.
Yeah. What the fuck did you do to my kitchen?
All 4 of my arms also.
Vaxis roll stealth.
That's verifying.
What did you do to my kitchen?
I
You did a little damage from the fire, but it wasn't that fucking damaged. Yes?
Okay, I was trying to get something really high up, so I was clambering over things to get to things, and the whole
You were
thing
clambering
just
over
collapsed.
alcohol to get to alcohol. To get to
You
more
know you
alcohol.
added to the recipes in moderation, right? You don't drink the whole thing.
Well, he didn't take all the rubbing alcohol from my medkits, so
He would have.
No, he did.
Oh. I'm surprised he didn't throw up or die.
He did. Well, throwing up, not the die.
Oh, yes, he did throw up. Forgot about that.
You stay on the table side this time. You don't come into my kitchen.
He just had a really bad day. He needed a...
Well done, guys.
And how are you feeling?
I'm better now. I mean, you saved me from that fire. So thank you.
Yeah,
Of
well,
course. Happy to save a life.
especially yours. You're great.
Thank you.
Some of these other fuckers, Mika especially.
This year's cadets not so good. Apart from you.
Ah, well.
I think Micken is just sad.
So does Joe.
Lane sad or boo-hoo sad? Both.
Yeah. The blast plate.
Yes.
I forgot I had it in my bag of holding until after we left. Who has the others?
You gave them to Tarth, I think. Both Swain and
Tarto?
Tarto, yeah.
I think I'll go and say, oh, by the way, I had another one of these. Found it earlier on. Thought you might appreciate it. I'll sort of hand it over subtly when we're out of main site, yeah.
Okay,
Got a
what
bit
do the
of
other evidence thinks?
A bit of a dig with it, if you don't mind.
Still diffused, right?
Even more so than before.
Excellent.
Otherwise you wouldn't have hit that gith with it.
Yeah, it's got a big gith cranium-sized dent in it.
Excellent.
Conk. This is the deck we are sweeping, yeah? Sweet.
So what's about to happen?
That was a big old battle map.
Oh, it wasn't even that, it was just the fact that we were just cleaning the deck of this ship.
Strange. They're just doing nothing. And then suddenly,
Something's going to explode, we're going to need to take the ship and escape in it.
as you're deep in your tasks, can you all roll a perception check?
I really fucking can't.
No, neither can I. Do I get advantage for having totally called it?
So,
20 not now.
Worse!
so I've rolled. So is this the top deck and the bottom deck?
Yeah, so that's the top deck, and then
Based on my perception roll, I'm going to assume that actually I'm down on the bottom deck.
Put it this way. My modifier is 6 times my roll.
Okay, maybe not. So I've.
Yeah, I think it'll be down below decks as well then.
So I've got 10, which is kind of trashy.
Rune is like cleaning the crow's nest. She's like.
So you see the shadow of another ship pass over you. It looks to be preparing to dock directly above you. It looks like a giant metal insect, its hull gleaming in the sunlight. Ropes drop down from the vessel and land on the main deck of the flighty foundling. 2 brawny, hippo-headed humanoids, dressed for combat, zip down the lines and steel loops. They land on the deck with a resounding thud. One of them points at you, snorts, and says, "Get off our ship." And that is where we'll end it for today.
Oh.
Has the Flighty Foundling always been belong to the Spelljammer Academy?
Yes.
As far as we know. But
They're claiming that they are here to take over.
Oh.
You totally thought it
Thank
was
you.
a Kreen ship, didn't you?
I just like bugs, man.
Yeah.
Can I also suggest that any thing that we encounter in the future we speak to first and decide its fate primarily on the noise that it makes?
yes.
Because all the friendly creatures. Yeah.
If that thing had said friend, we would have fucking killed him.
Yeah.
Would you like to be
Because
If it goes, hey, of course we're
I
going to be fucking
think
friends with it.
no, not with him because
Yeah.
the
Actually,
betrayal.
now that he knows that.
The betrayal is too high. Yeah, exactly.
friend.
And then the little knives come out, and it's like, oh.
Oh yeah, no, that's the thing that lays eggs in your brain.
The book says you need to settle the argument, and that was it. And there was
Yeah.
no way.
Weird.
Next one's
I'm going to peel off and eat all of your stuff.
See, Shit like that.
Yeah, that sounds just like what an awakened stick of dynamite would talk like.
You gotta stop. Next week in Fort Mode, baby!
We will stop when it's done.
So, before we end the session, we are so close to finishing Academy.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you these now.
Ooh.
So we're going to skip ahead by a day. And whatever events.
That's the perfect amount of time.
So we'll start next session with a flashback.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, yesterday was crazy, wasn't it, guys?
And whatever happens. The wolf will approach you and offer you a choice of contracts to take on.
Juicy.
I'm going to put these on the table. Feel free to read them.
Contracts.
And to help me with my prep, tell me which one is the most interesting.
Can you read them out loud? Because I can't read upside down.
So, engineer report. Not proficient with simulation chamber workings to repair. Whilst we excel at patching holes in a spelljammer vessel, the complex runes of the simulator are beyond us. Deliver a message to Sildar's Scientific Solutions on the Rock of Baal, where we originally acquired the device, and return with the parts we need.
Curious.
Distress signal from Academy VIP. We've received a message from one of our high-value clientele. It seems that the crew of the Silver Stakes starship are no longer in control of their vessel. No immediate danger, but projections suggest that they're drifting further and further away from civilization. And message received... Sorry, Brad. Message received from expedition party on Anadia? Excavation activity at site on hold following a blight on our food supplies. Some livestock missing and others exhibiting strange behaviour. Strange noises can be heard at night from the forest. Request immediate resupply and investigative team to resolve the issue.
I mean, I like all of them.
So do I.
There will be the option to do all of them, but just so we can steer.
Say
which
I
one
think
is
the distress signal
He's the most urgent.
Yeah.
from the Silver Stakes starship or the expedition party.
Silver Stakes seems to be the urgent thing. The excavation site, whilst cool, archaeology totally my jam in games.
That's also that's if that's not my first choice, it's definitely my second.
That one, like, they need a resupply, but it doesn't seem as urgent as drifting out of civilization.
All I'm thinking is if you rank them in threat to life, it's like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So drifting starship, lost expedition, and then holodeck repair.
Does have me
You are
go
not
to
picking the
Sildar's.
order, you're picking which one you do next. There will be more in the rotation.
Sure.
But this one seems like we should do
I
this
think
one
it's
first.
Okay.
That's the Sildar's
Out of curiosity, so once we pick one, are they then all randomised again, or do these two remain existing?
I haven't decided yet. There's at least a few more that I've got to add to that list. I haven't decided whether I'm going to get you to just give you 3 and you pick from another set of 3.
Because if they're all going to randomise again, then I'm strongly leaning towards number 2.
Because you want to go for the
expedition
excavation of the
party.
ruins, yeah.
But I agree.
honestly say. Joe deeply wants to do this one. Ido would probably pick to do that one.
I think
Vaxus would definitely pick that one.
Ruin would pick that one.
Then
Yeah.
okay.
There is a little player versus character conflict there, but
Let's stick with the original plan. So drifting.
I just
starship.
remembered the holodeck simulation before. That we had a holographic Captain Sildar, didn't we?
Right.
distress signal then I think is
Yeah.
the
Although the thing that makes me go, oh, maybe not, is there's an Academy VIP, and VIPs are pricks.
like. Can we get the information of whether the distress signal is that
like real threat to life, we are in mortal danger, SOS kind of distress signal?
Given the person you're asking is the wolf, and this is a high value clientele, he will of course tell you it is of vital importance. You feel free to roll me an insight and I will tell you
Gosh,
something else.
Diggity, I would love to do that. Seems like a only 20.
Ooh, that's not bad. 17.
Ooh, 24.
That is bad.
Mert rolled a 7, so it's important because they are high value clientele. They are on a cruise ship. They've got plenty of food and supplies.
Archaeological expedition. Come on.
They are running out of food, so they may die soon.
Yeah, like genuinely, if you're going,
Yeah.
Ido's first concern is preserving life. So
Honestly, Vaxis, he needs a morally good thing
Yeah,
to do. So, you know, if it was a rescue mission, brilliant. Rescue mission of a cruise ship with plenty of food, something less important.
would anybody like to enact the ritual of Dagamir and vote?
Ritual of Dagamir.
Expedition.
Expedition. Because if they're not actually in any danger, then
Plus, we're hardly the only crew. If it becomes really
like
urgent,
Viola or whatever her name was, like if going in,
that's assuming she passed.
Yeah, going and picking up like a spoiled rich person is.
Oh, she'd love that.
Yeah. I mean, that would be her favourite thing.
Cool. I'm going to stop it there.